Hello everyone, welcome. I am RxOliver. These are my friends. We are playing The Electric State. This is Into the Dust, Chapter 1, Angel in the Machine, Session 4. I'm here with the wonderful, amazing cast and crew, and we've got the whole team tonight. We've got Brew as Erica, Chris as Francis, Martin as Nancy, Therator as Cade, and our games master, Mr. Phil I Am. Take it away, Phil.
Okay, so previously on Electric State, I'm going to find my recap. There we go. So previously on Electric State, a single gunshot shattered the uneasy calm of Littleville, sending the travellers running for the church where William had remained keeping a watch over the unconscious Nancy, but Francis was gone. Cade's evasive behaviour only deepened suspicions, and when pressed, he swore he had no idea where Francis had disappeared to. William confronted him, learning Cade was addicted to neurine, and the argument escalated to a brief scuffle that left William sprawled on the floor. Erica challenged Father Marcos over his use of Neurocaster during church services, warning that he was putting his congregation at risk. The priest bristled at the accusation, coldly suggesting that she focus on finding her missing friend instead. His abrupt dismissal only strengthened Erica's belief that Father Marcos was hiding something. Cade finally confessed the truth. He was deeply in debt to a biker gang who had tracked him to Littleville. He needed to escape, both to save himself and to make it to Vegas for a long-promised comeback gig. Shortly after, Nancy awoke. Suddenly panicked and disorientated, she clawed for her backpack of books and found one torn apart. A message scrawled inside in thick marker, "Come home, Nancy, now." Splitting up, Nancy and Cade began searching for a replacement vehicle, while William and Erica went in search of Francis. Near an abandoned station wagon, William and Erica discovered a smashed dictaphone, its tape still intact. Erica decided to begin pushing the car back towards the church as William went investigating some of the nearby houses, until a furious voice barked, "Get the fuck out of here!" A warning shot rang out and William fled back to Erica in a blind panic. Across the south side of town, Nancy and Cade found several seemingly abandoned cars in good condition. After hearing the gunshot, they took shelter in a nearby house, searching for keys, only to discover it wasn't abandoned at all. A pan burned on the stove, a man sat motionless on the toilet, lost deep within a Neurocaster. Though Nancy found the keys to a car outside, the battery was dead. Defeated, they returned to the church. Later, Erica and Nancy visited Jimmy's auto shop, only to learn that every battery had been drained by a mysterious power surge days earlier. Jimmy promised to order a replacement battery if they could wait but a day or two. As they left, George Lopez, still believing Erica to be a Sentry Scout, invited her to that evening's church service so she could witness the neuroscape that he'd created. That night, Erica joined the congregation inside the neuroscape, a living Renaissance vision of heaven. Towering white columns rose into radiant clouds as golden light poured down from above. The faithful appeared as lesser angels, gliding effortlessly through the air. At their head stood Father Marcos, transformed, angelic, radiant, his sermon stirring overwhelming emotion. As the congregation fell to their knees in praise of God and the angel Gabriel, Father Marcos delivered his final revelation. The angel Gabriel was among them. So that is where we left it. So that is where we will begin again. So we just move over here, shall we?
Move over butter.
And let's see. So we want the image of the Neuroscape. So the heavenly Neuroscape. This is currently where Erica finds herself. So what are you doing? In fact, I will say it's kind of sort of early evening. It's probably just after 7 o'clock in the evening now. It's getting dark. It's getting dark if it's not already dark outside. And Francis, you after spending some time alone, wandering the streets of Littleville, you finally look up and find yourself back in the car park of the Church of Angels. You see the light. You can see the lights through are on inside.
Yeah, I come running back up because I went to one of my old buddy's house, and how I know that it was exactly 5k is because when we used to do basic training, we would run from his house to his house, and that was 5k. So yeah, I knew the route like the back of my hand and just took off, and unfortunately found my other friend in the same disposition. So they've both been taken by the cyber next.
In which case, I have something for you. That's preempted something I was going to do, but I like that. So I have something for you. If we would like take a step back, maybe an hour or so, as you entered the house of one of your other old army buddy. You don't, although, well, maybe it's up to you. Do you find him in the Neurocaster like the other guy, or
pretty much the same? These two guys were like best of buds from no age, but they were almost like brothers. So when I found one, I thought that's why I bolted. Because I knew in my head that he would be in the same condition.
Okay. So I will perhaps have this though, that not only do you find when you find him, not only do you find him with the Neurocaster on his head, but you find him slouch with his service pistol in his hand, kind of resting between his legs, a blackened bullet hole in the underneath his chin, and the top of the Neurocaster just blown out, like a mixture of blood, brain, and bone fragments and electronic components out the top of his head. And lying on the floor between his feet is a single letter. Oh, so kind of the first page of like a journal, but it's only the first page is being written in, and it is only dated. It's dated just 9 days ago.
It's the letter Q. Sorry. He said it was just a single letter on the floor. Anyway, I'm gonna pick it up, and I'm gonna read it and try not to look at my friend's mutilated body.
Okay. So it says. I'm gonna put it in back line. It says May 1st. I miss her. In fact, I'll let you can read it if you would, Christian. Since you found it, you read it.
Okay, if you want.
I say I miss her. The feel of her when we danced the last time before I deployed to the front lines in Iowa. Her quiet smile on a Sunday morning. But I suspect in time, the thing I'll remember most about our breakup is the derelict drone husk rusting with each weave and the 100 other beach goers.
100 or so beach goers.
Oh, right. 100 or so beachgoers cloaked in their Neurocasters, obviously to our troubles. We met during a period of material law in Denver. Martial law.
I've got you, bro. I've got you.
Dyslexia. I was there.
I I did forget. Yeah, are you okay reading it? I do apologise.
Yeah, I was enjoying it. It's
all right,
whether or
I've got
not
you.
everyone else
I've got him
was.
for backup. I've got him for backup when he needs me. It's all good.
I was there for fucking counterinsurgery.
Insurgency.
Yeah, fucking do that. She was part. Yeah, so I can't blame her. I'm not me anymore. This rusty graffiti
Carapace.
carpet might house some vision of me, but it's not. The full man is gone. I wonder. See, I fucking knew, and this is exactly how Francis reads it. He doesn't read all of it because he fucking knew. He blames it on those fucking Neurocasters. He knew they were evil. He knew they were no good. It was what the fucking war was all about. Fuck the man. Fuck the man. We should fucking strap the Neurocaster to all the top men in the world right now and fucking have them brutalize themselves the way that my friends have. Fuck this country and fuck the world.
Excellent. Can you give me a wits check? Otherwise, you will lose a point of hope.
Oh.
Where the fuck's my card? Actors, travelers, Francis. There we go. And wits. Just click wits. There we go.
Yeah.
You cannot take any hope on these actions. What? I clicked wits and it's not rolling anything. Not that I can see. Anyway.
No, you have 0 hope, and you can't take any actions.
Oh. How's he got 0 hope? He wasn't here last session.
Yeah.
We shall put some back. I think you lost a hope to the to that other thing, didn't you? So
I
there we go. Put it back
lost
to...
at least one then,
yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you've got. I'll put it back. So you've got
I
2.
don't
So
remember him going down to nothing.
No, I don't either. Okay, so you do lose a hope. So you're down to 1 hope.
Sick. And but there's things I can do, like go in the corner and have a wee. That'll give me a little bit of hope back, right?
Yeah. There's things you can do. So you can
The music and stuff.
Yeah, so your music, things that are like important to you, and you can do you can like rest and do things to distract yourself, to try and cheer yourself up. But also, of course, the main way of getting hope back is the tension cycle thing. So you relieve tensions with another character. You lower that tension, that gives you hope back as well.
Oh really? Oh fuck! I've just been building tension with everyone, right?
So no, it's good because you need to build. So you build it up to release it, and then to build it up again. So you create that kind of cycle.
Like edging. Think edging. Like that.
I think you playing as a child is a really bad
Martin,
thing.
that was scarily too accurate though.
I mean, sometimes I make sense of like really complex problems. So.
Is that what your counselor told
I
you?
hate how much sense that made in this situation.
I mean, really, we should call Phil our edgelord.
Oh god.
Oh my
King of
days.
the Edgers.
The Edge King.
Edge runners.
Oh,
I'm your edge lord, and you are the edge runners.
Oh no. No. Does Francis actually come back to the church? Do we see him coming back at this point?
I'm running on back. I'm running back towards the town and the city. Tears in my eyes. I don't really know where I'm going, and I'm hoping that you guys have found a car because that was the last thing that I said to you. So I'm running back, and I'm like, they're all dead. They're all dead.
Okay, so Francis bursts into the church hall, and that's the first thing he says.
When Francis runs and bursts into the church hall, I'm going to run and grab Francis and fucking hug him like that because I thought he was dead when I heard those
Immediately
gunshots.
kick you in the nuts and build up more tension.
It's just me trying to reduce some tension so that I can get some hope back, because I'm fucked.
I
You
just
look-
wave and
Francis
and
Francis
say,
looks
"High
down on
five."
William. Looks down on William and says, "Don't show emotion. It's not manly."
I thought you were dead, Francis. Don't do that again, man. We thought you were dead.
Don't show emotion again, and you won't get kicked in the nuts. All right.
I thought you were dead.
You learn.
Man.
You'll learn. It's okay. If I die, I die. You can't be sad about it. And that's why I'm okay now.
Oh, okay.
I walk away dejected. So after that, I was trying to get some hope back, and you just ruined it.
I'm sorry, mate.
Walk away sad with my tail between my legs.
I would say.
As
I would say
you walk
that,
away, you get a pat
I'll
on the
go-
back.
I would say as well, since Francis's tension with William is that you're of the opinion that he doesn't like and respect adults, but I think that little interaction kind of proves you wrong a little bit. So I would say that you can lower your tension by 1 with William and regain another hope.
And do I get to lower mine with him? No.
Let's have a look at that. Let's see what is your tension with.
Can't remember what I wrote.
Let's have a look. You have written
He's a prick.
nothing.
There's nothing written there.
Lies.
Originally, it just said he's hiding something from us.
I mean, I'll let you have it because there was that expression release of emotion, wasn't there? So I think that was the intent. So yeah. So you can reduce your tension with Francis to nothing, and you can regain another hope.
Yay.
You're only at fucking 1. I was at 2.
Oh, 4 out of 5 hope now. That's good.
Oh, why? We're not supposed to tell each other. Shh.
I got my hope almost back up to full though. That's good news.
If it's a level 2 tension, then you can because it's
It's out in the open if it's a level 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well. Erica and fucking Nancy, you're on my cards, and I can't remember why. So
I've just put you on mine. I'm angry you fucked our car up, so I put that on.
I've got Nancy as hot. I've got 1 with Nancy because she's hot. Kay Draper. Oh no. So my thing for Francis, I've actually written on Cade for some reason. It says Francis hiding something. He's also a bully, so I need to edit that for Cade.
The names are disappearing, but I edit mine again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay,
yeah, that's happened to me as well. And Erica, what does it say for Erica? It's not got any description for Erica.
Yeah, I'm just typing my notebook to the foundry now as well for my notebook here. Let's see.
Yo, Nancy.
Can you juggle, Martin?
Can you juggle? What, like, people or objects?
I don't think you could juggle people.
You can.
I mean, like midgets.
Whoa.
I couldn't juggle you. I could juggle a couple of midgets.
Man just fucking
Just
threw
a-
down the M word because he's like, oh, I'm minority self here. No, that's not how it works.
I mean, or dwarves, midgets, or dwarves, or children.
Or children.
If the tensions thing on the character sheet keeps bugging out though, there's a journal. Everybody's got a journal entry with it.
Yeah, mine. When I've edited them, they've disappeared the names.
Yeah.
I wrote the names in the description, and then I know. I just click on it and I know who
That's
it
a
is.
good.
So I've just
That's a
done
good
that.
point, Martin. That's a good point.
That's a good plan.
I like this mixtape song.
Okay, so yeah. So Francis, you walk into this church hall. You say this, and like Willie just runs up and like just hugs you tight before you sort of cuff him round the ear and send him on his way. Pat him on the back as he's looks a little disheartened. But you can see the congregation is all sat wearing the Neurocasters. The Father Marcos kind of stood at the pulpit, his hands resting on the pulpit, his head bowed with the Neurocaster on.
Can I ask a question about how they work? So I know they're all like individual headsets, but like somewhere like this where there's multiple and they're all having the same experience, would there be like a central point where they'd all be like wired into one?
So all of these Neurocasters are have a direct cable attachment. They're not, like I said, they're really cheap ones. They're not the kind of the cheapest of the cheap budget ones. So they've only got a hard connection, like a cable connection, and that connects that. You can see those cables run to the to the net connection, which is like the national grid kind of thing, if you like.
Yeah, it's just like your hub. Like
yeah. So it's like a hub.
Right. Is it unpluggable or shootable? And would that be common knowledge?
I mean, you could rip it out of the wall, I suppose. Yeah.
I think that's the first thing that I'm going to do once I get in here. When I see all those people, does everyone want to hear what's going through my head? So if you don't want to,
100%. 100%.
Yeah, go for it.
Seeing everyone in the casters, in the way that they are, is giving me a PTSD flashback to the war of when we were in training, and all of my dead buddies have just flashed in front of me, and they're all in casters, and they've all been killed by casters. So all I want to do is rip that fucking shit out of the ground because I think that I'm back when I was in training.
Okay. Radio.
Are you saying that? Or are you thinking it?
I'm thinking it. That's why I said like I'm not going to verbalize this.
Oh, yeah, but the audience does want to hear that. I want to hear that. The audience wants to hear that.
So I'm gonna fucking immediately go over and like rip that shit out of the wall or shoot it or whatever.
Just pull the extension for the power cords out.
If you do that, I'm gonna run over and say you'll kill Erica, because if you do that, you know it can fuck people up.
Yeah, Erica's in there.
So I'm gonna tension goes up because you don't know how computers work and you can't just turn them on and off.
If I see him running for the plugs, I'm gonna run after him and go, whoa, Erica's in there, Erica's in there. If I see him going for the plugs.
He pulls it faster.
I don't think I see you, and I think I run through you.
I'm going over there. Wait, just stop.
I'm lost in this illusion in my head.
Aye, so I'm going to try my best to stop you. No, Erica's in there. Stop, Francis! And I'm just running.
Is anybody? Yeah. So who is anybody physically trying to stop Francis, or is
Yeah.
Yeah, when I see Francis try to go with that, I know that's a bad thing. If he does that, I'm going to try to help fill him out.
Oh, okay. Right, so and is that the same for Nancy as well? So all three are trying to stop him?
I'm definitely trying to stop him, and I'm shouting.
I'm going to tell Nancy, I'm like, that weirdo Frank's back and fucks everything up again. Maybe you need to come back. And I'll do
My name isn't Nancy, my name is Eric.
You're Nancy, Martin.
You're Nancy.
I was doing it like...
She's telling her alternate personality.
No, that's Wendy. Wendy's her alternate personality.
She doesn't understand how the headset... So she would think it's like when you have to say over. So she's saying her name to announce herself, right?
Yeah,
okay, so Nancy's trying to warn Erica while the other two are physically trying to stop Francis. So Francis, you can make a strength check, but it will be with a -2 penalty on the check, so 2 dice down. As the other two like physically try and intervene. Okay, so you can push it, of course.
Nothing.
Right. Okay. So both Cade and Willie, they grab you and just like push you back away, stop you from smashing smashing the Neurocaster
And
with the hub.
And I'll pause you there for a second. I think when Cade does that, and I see me and him working together to do the same thing, a slight little modicum of trust comes back.
Yeah.
So I go from distrusting him 99% to 97%.
Okay, yeah,
But
cool.
Can I put my tension down one and get a hope
That's
back?
not
yeah,
enough. That's not enough. If it's only fucking 2%, that's not enough.
Shut up, you. Whose side are you on?
That's not enough. That's a load of shite. Fucking 2% better today. Oh.
I mean, Nancy just stands up and goes, "Gay," and then sits back down.
My hope's up to 5 now. Come on.
Like while we were trying to pull him back. What the fuck,
Nancy's in there. You'll give Nancy brain. Sorry, fucking. That's your fault, Martin. Erica's in there. You'll give Erica brain damage. Whoa, Francis, what's wrong, man? Whoa, don't you? Erica's in there. Don't.
Can I do a wits check to see whether or not this snaps me out of it?
You can
Do not
decide.
be
if it
empathy.
snaps you out of it. You can just decide if you want.
I don't want to decide.
I don't feel. Yeah, so that's entirely up to you. If you want to, if you think you should be.
Didn't succeed, so I don't think it snapped me out of it.
Francis,
Okay.
you're gonna hurt
fight
Erica.
back.
Can I make
I'm
an
gonna
empathy
think that
check?
these are like officers stopping me,
Okay.
and I'm verbally gonna say, "Get the fuck off me, fucking major, you fucking prick! Get the fuck off me, lieutenant! Who the fuck do you think you are?"
What the fuck is he using drugs too?
I'll squeal at him in my high-pitched, breaking, slightly pubescent voice. It's me, Francis. It's me.
So that would be an empathy check then.
Yeah, I thought so. Empathy. And it's
And you can use tension. Don't forget if you have tension.
Francis.
still
Why
with
does it say
somebody.
+0? It should say +1 for Francis. It says +0. Hang on. I've got my journey. Oh no, it's because I did get Francis down to 0, right? That's fine.
You did, yeah.
Okay. Talent. Do I have the con artist talent? Why does it give me the option of con artist +2? I don't have that talent. Does it just give you these options anyway, even if you don't have them?
Let's have that. That's okay.
It's just when I'm on the talent, it says talent.
It says you have got con artist talent.
Have I?
It's on your character sheet. It's on your character sheet. You must have got it from when you did an experience.
No, I got something else. I got the lone wolf one. Where do I find my talents?
It's on the main tab.
Talent type con artist, and oh yeah, I do have con artist. You get +2 dice when rolling for an empathy to bluff or tell a lie to an NPC. Right, I'm not telling a lie or bluffing, so I don't get to add that. Okay. Oh, that's. I'm gonna push it.
Oh
yeah.
Got success and lost 2 hope.
But you lose 2 hope. Okay, so yeah, so through this the haze, this this red mist, this delusion, you hear Francis, you hear William's voice, and he brings you back to yourself, to this moment.
Don't unplug it. You're gonna hurt Erica.
So talking of Erica. So Erica, you are you're in the Neuroscape in this heavenly place. The Reverend has just announced that the angel Gabriel is amongst you, and there's suddenly this blinding light, and everybody kind of covers their eyes, and there's this audible intake of breath. And then when your vision starts to clear, you see this figure before you, stands before the congregation, sort of hanging in the air, sort of the halo of the sun, of the sunlight behind him, giving this casting this halo around him. It's tall, stands at least twice your height. This tall, huge, magnificent golden angel wielding a fiery sword. And I believe we have a little image for you. This androgynous, golden angel.
Wowie.
Oh, Chris, he's strawberry blonde.
It's they you know, because they have what that word, the word that means androgynous. Yeah.
Aye. Are you androgynous?
No.
Are you sure?
I'm a fucking bloke, mate. Here, hold on. I'll hold my beer.
Yeah, that did it. That did it.
So, Erica, the sight of this being is so overwhelming. You feel this flood of emotion, of like this spiritual sense of spirituality that you've never experienced before, and you can feel it emanating from this being, and you automatically, there's no roll to cancel it. You automatically gain a bliss.
Yo, get blessed.
Ooh, no.
First one of us to get any of that. We don't like that.
Sorry, did you already add it or should I?
I have not added it. You will have to add it.
Okay.
Pardon me.
Has anyone ever seen a biblically accurate angel?
Yeah, with all the arms.
Yeah,
It's fucking horrible. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you can hear this voice in your head, but it's so overwhelming. Even though you can feel the emotion of the words, and you feel tears running down your cheeks, you feel this, like I said, this sense of your spirit being uplifted. You've never experienced anything like this before, but it is. But you can't make sense of the words that are being said. You're just kind of aware of them, and the emotional impact of it. Until finally, the neurocasters are removed. Someone places their hand on your shoulder, and you feel the ability to remove, the sense of relief, and the image before you is dissipated, and you're able to remove your neurocaster. And as you look around, kind of looking a little bit dazed, a little disorientated, a little depressed, perhaps. In fact, you can make a wits check to avoid losing hope as you find yourself in this drab reality once
Come
more.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, get blitzed.
Back to reality. There we go.
So you're fine with that. Yeah. So
Push it,
everybody.
push it.
So right while
Success.
you're all holding Francis back, and Eric and Nancy's got hold of Erica's hand, trying to like tell her what's warn her to what's happening. Eventually, all around you, the congregation removes their neurocaster, their helmets, and there is this there's this look on the face, this combination of like emotion, of like heightened emotion, but also like almost resentment, like sadness. And quietly, the congregation dissipates. They leave. The Reverend, or rather Father Marcos, moves amongst them, quietly speaking to each of them, and then one by one they leave.
Can I ask Erica how her date went? Because didn't that guy invite you here? So I'm gonna be like, I'll whisper it, like, how'd the date go? Your hand felt a bit clammy.
Well, so who put their hand on me?
Well, looking down, you can see Erica's hand. I mean, you can see Nancy's hand on you.
Yeah, I was holding your hand.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said somebody put their hand on me to like take me out.
It felt like that, yeah.
And the child that I was talking to is now not lingering for more chat.
George. No, so looking around is you don't see him, no. Not at the moment.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a date, but it was an experience. I don't know if it was a good one or a bad one currently.
You look kind of sad. You always look a bit sad because of, being old, but you look like sad.
Well, it was something, I don't know, almost ethereal, like how I'd imagine it'd be before you die. Like, you have all of these memories flash before your eyes, so they say, and you're probably sad at the things you're not going to experience anymore and happy about the things that you did. So it's kind of confusing.
That's a little bit deep.
Like,
I mean, it looked like heaven in there.
Like waking up from a good dream and then realizing it's that good
Yeah,
thing's
exactly
not
that.
happening. Yeah.
Nancy gets her little journal and writes this all down because she's going to put it in her novel. She's going to pretend that she was you. I experienced bliss, blah, blah, flashes of memories. She's like, just a minute, can keep that tension. She's like, what else did it feel like? As she jots it down. Just in case you forget, I want you to remember this moment.
I mean, it felt good for a while there. I mean, I can see why they are using this, but I don't think that it is good.
Do you think it doesn't seem... I mean, I've never used it, but I know people who have, and it doesn't go well.
It's hard to say. Like, it doesn't come across as malicious, but I think... I mean, I feel like we all think that neurocasters are somewhat detrimental.
I'm sure that's how it feels when you first start taking hard drugs. Like, this is great, it's not doing anyone any harm, I love this. And then in 6 months you're Kurt Cobain.
That's fucking wild, sophisticated for a 9-year-old.
I'm fucking 16, Francis, fuck you.
That wasn't in character, I'm sorry. I'm busy doing something.
I give you a cigarette, I'm like, this will make you feel better, because they have been doing studies on cigarettes. They can really chill you out and make you lose weight, and they have, like, barely any bad side effects.
It's okay, Nancy. In fact, here, you can have one of mine.
Like, I wouldn't
stop this anymore.
I wouldn't touch anything you've not seen him, in case sticky fingers and all that, but...
Francis, you're back.
Oh, are you talking to Francis?
That's whose name I said. Yeah.
That's okay.
He's not doing it over the speaker like
because
me, so.
right. I know. William was also talking to Erica. Cade, what were you doing while they were all talking there? You still restraining me, or is that?
Yeah, we're trying to. I'm at least close to you to make sure you're not doing
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You weren't thinking about it. I think as soon as all of you got fucking distracted by Erica coming out of her illusion and seeing that everyone in the room is safe, I started fucking trashing that machine. Because even though I'm no longer in my
well,
I never want to see one of those machines ever again in my fucking life.
I'm not going to stop you. Now that she's out here, I'm not going to stop you this time. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Okay. So yeah, while you're all stood there conversing, suddenly Francis walks over to like the hub and like just starts just rips it out of the wall and starts smashing it.
If he starts actually physically picking up equipment and smashing it, I'll go and join him. Fuck you! Fuck this Eurocaster shit!
Erica, maybe we should go for a fucking run now, okay? Maybe we should run around the block like
and
a guy.
At this, Father Marcos comes back, suddenly comes rushing back into the church. He goes, What in God's name are you doing? Stop! And he kind of runs over and he grabs hold of Francis, he pulls you around and pulls you away, physically pulls you away from him. What the hell are you doing?
Oh, if he grabs Francis...
How dare you!
If he grabs Francis, I'll launch it at his head.
Sometimes, Father, a guy's got to do what a guy's got to do, and he's got to stand up for what is right for humans. We're fucking turning into freaks with these fucking things. I'm sorry to
right.
curse.
Get out! Get out, all of you now!
You get out, and I punch him straight in the face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You
okay.
can see Katie smiling a little bit. This reminds me of my concert. I love it.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
yes.
So, okay. Well, give us a strength check then, I guess.
I love Francis
do.
now. Francis is now my hero.
I must say, like, he is pushing what I don't like into this world.
I'm standing
also
behind.
gonna-
I'm going to stand behind the Reverend, try to trip him as you attack him. Give him a +1 for a bonus.
Oh.
Oh, what was okay, so that is a fail. So yeah, so you swing for the Reverend, but he kind of deftly, easily ducks under your attack, and then you hear a voice behind you. Now you fucking behave. You leave this place. You heard the Reverend, and you turn around. And you can see Jimmy from the auto shop with a Magnum leveled at you.
Oh shit.
The guy who's trying to give us the battery. I'm gonna be like, clap. Well done, guys.
I
Just fuck us up.
I reach into my belt and pull a knife out.
I stab Willie because I've had enough. I'm like, fuck this kid. Fuck this little turd.
I pull a knife
Right,
out.
when
I
I
see
see-
somebody pointing a gun at Francis. I've got a knife in my hand.
Kate is just watching this situation unfolding, and I'm just gonna go slowly to my backpacking guitar and start packing. I'm gonna level all my stuff.
I think Francis is gonna pull the gun and he's gonna say, "Please tell me you guys got a car."
No. Yeah. Yes, we got a car, and he has the only battery. So back.
Oh,
off.
he has the only battery. Okay.
In the whole world. So I think we should just.
Yeah.
chill out.
Okay.
Maybe chill.
Dead man can't have any positions.
He's the guy with the battery. Yeah, shit.
I'm gonna like my friend.
You're not discouraging me. I'm a soldier and I'm having a bout of PTSD. I am not in sound mind right now, and I have very low wits and hope.
Okay. So as you're saying this, as you all kind of stood there, there's the two mechanics from Jimmy's auto shop. They like appear at his side, each with a handgun.
Well, look.
I'm gonna get out $10. I'm like, oh, sorry, my friends are like really drunk, aren't you guys? And you're really fucking sorry. And I'll get out $10 and say,
Yeah. We're
oh,
sorry,
I'm
Frank.
really sorry. Like, I
What?
hope this, and then I'm like, Erica, back me up because our friends are douches.
What level is the machine on? Is it on like the? Yeah,
How do you mean?
like the machine that I'm ripping apart. I'm on the ground
no, you
floor. I'm
smashed
not in
it,
like
you
the
smashed
fucking.
it.
I'm not in the god. I'm not in the gods, am I?
No, it's the ground floor.
Okay,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So I'm gonna turn around to William and be like, "See you later, kid," and I'm gonna fucking jump towards the nearest stained glass window and through it and just fucking
Okay.
sprint like a madman.
Radio, give us an agility check, I guess.
I run after him.
Let's see if you get through the window. What's somebody else doing?
I run after him.
I just all my tension breaks with both of them. I just want to kill both of them now. Like,
Okay,
tension-
so Francis, you
Yeah.
lose 2 hope, but you throw yourself out the window, and Francis just goes crashing through the window of the church hall. And Jimmy kind of looks to these 2 guys inside of him and motions with his head, and they turn and head outside.
I'm
What's
jumping.
it? Is it?
I'm jumping
You're jumping out the window as
after him.
well?
Aye.
Give us an agility check then. Okay,
Ooh,
yeah,
2 successes.
yeah, definitely leap out the window, no problem.
I do a commando
And you
roll
can
when I
see,
land and sprint up
Francis
on
is
my feet.
already running up the street. Where you running, Francis?
I'm running away from the guys with the gun because I know that we don't have a car. And basically what I'm trying to do is leave seeds So Erica and Nancy can be like, oh, what are those fucking weird guys that held us up in here, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it'd be a shame if we couldn't get away from your crazy town. Give us the battery for a discount. Love you.
We already did. We did that last week. We sorted it all.
But he doesn't know who I am. He knows who William is, but that can be like
they saw your face. They know, and we're gonna tell them who you are. I'm gonna tell them who you are.
Right. Okay. You're gonna tell them that you're running about who just smashed up their fucking chapel.
I mean, they know we're with Willie, and I presume.
Yeah, but you could just be like, oh, they were con artists, and that was his father, and he was trying to steal all our money and food, and his son infiltrated our group. Be smart. Don't be stupid.
Me?
I'm trying to get you guys away out. I did actually make it easier because I turned to William and I said, "See you later, kid," and he fucking followed me. So that's gonna increase our fucking tension because he's made it harder to make it look like I'm just a fucking madman who turned up and destroyed this.
I'm gonna grab Cage and be like, long hair group, and just usher him over to me and Erica.
Yeah, listen, bring my guitar with me.
We're gonna just back away. Will the $10 calm the situation down a little bit?
Okay.
If I give them the money.
I don't think $10 is going to fix the Eurocaster.
I don't know if you've ever went here. There's $10, like, just to someone, like, while they've been pointing a gun at someone. Like, you know.
No, but it's
Here's
like
$10, put the gun down.
Do you know what? There's that one photo I've seen of the guy with the shopping. You know, he went and got the guy's shopping and stood in front of his tank.
Yeah. It's in China.
And he was
Yeah,
like,
but
"Oh, I can get them back."
No, but it's worth a lot more money then, and they know me and Erica. Like, they know we've already given them all of the money as well. So I'm asking.
They don't know that I was with you until you decided to have this dialogue outside of your head.
Okay. So Francis is like die through when the smash, like broken glass goes everywhere. Willie like jumps out the window after him, chasing after, running out into the street after him. The two like thugs with Jimmy head outside, and Jimmy is still stood there with this like huge Magnum, 357 Magnum, kind of pointing at you in your general direction. And Father Marcos turns to the remaining three of you and says, "I think it's time you left."
Look, Father, we have all three of us. You see, we have been kind. This madman he's been strange. He's been going on some heavy drugs, man. Trust me.
So Father Marcos turns away from him and says, "Jimmy," and he kind of walks past Jimmy, and Jimmy kind of motions with the magnet, "Get the fuck out now."
All right, I take the hint, man. Take the hint. No, and you don't want to damage my face. Let's get the fuck out. Come on. Let's go, you two. Come on.
The battery in the car.
Me and you will just find another car to steal, Frank. No bother.
So what are you three doing?
Well, I am trying to usher the other two out. Like, let's move it. Let's not have any more tension here, shall we?
I was like, we can't really
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on in this town. We came here for help, and you helped us. Obviously, we're still broken in some ways.
I'm gonna look at Erica.
Okay.
Like, Erica, how's that bliss thing going? I wouldn't mind trying it now. I think maybe that's a good option.
You can't try it anymore because they're all broke, dickhead.
We'll find another one.
I have my own.
Erica has
I have my own as well.
Yeah,
I have my
two
own
of
as
them.
well. Yeah.
It's just name.
I've got a jury rigged one, like a get one.
Okay, so as the three of you as kind of you leave, you head out. Maybe Jimmy kind of escorting you out. As you, Erica, you're kind of like behind the other two, and as you walking out of church hall, Father Marcos sort of kind of gently takes you by the elbow. Says, "You were, of course, welcome to return tomorrow evening if you would attend the service."
I I'm conflicted right now, Father, because I feel like you're supposed to help the most broken of people, and yet you would turn away people who are obviously against what you're doing, and rather than taking another path to help them. So I don't.
My congregation.
I understand,
So
but
this person, this man, this friend of yours. See what he's done. They set. I'm lucky that George is such a technical whiz. I'm sure he'll be able to fix things. But this behaviour is just unacceptable.
yeah, but I would think that God's word would be powerful enough without neurocasters. Maybe that was a sign.
Well said.
You're welcome to return, if you wish. The door will be open to you at least at our service tomorrow evening. I'm sure you will find it most enlightening.
I
Plant a bomb.
pray on it. Have a good night, Father.
Okay. So
What
they
happens
walks
when
you
I-
out to the. They walk you out the building, and he closes the door, and then there's Jimmy and these two guys kind of stood. They kind of stand by the door, kind of stood in front of the door, watching you leave.
If our rating goes to 2 with tension, that means they openly know that's the problem, right?
Yeah, if it's 2, then it's out in the open.
Okay.
It's more obvious,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, Nancy isn't looking at Francis or Willie at all. She's proper emoing, full on silent treatment, just a few dirty looks. Very
Thank
mature.
God.
Super mature.
So, Francis knew where the car was going to be going, so he started to lead Willie, even though he shouldn't be following him, towards the road that's taking us to LA or Las Vegas. I can't remember
Las Vegas.
where we're going. We're going to Vegas. Okay.
Well, that's a road out of town.
We're heading east.
That's
Where-
out of town.
Where I start to pull him towards the road so that we're going alongside, so that the only car that pulls over, we can thumb it down, because it'll hopefully be Nancy and Erica. And maybe Cade as well.
In
I
that
don't know
car that they
whether or
don't
not
have.
Cade has decided whether or not he's coming with us. He was very...
Don't tell him.
He
No,
really
no.
wanted to. He really
Oh,
wanted to
no.
before. But, like, you know, I
Might
don't know
not
what's
be so keen
happened
now,
since
yeah.
I've seen him.
You can. We have a car. Obviously, she told you where the car is. You can go to the car and hang out in the car.
We're literally fucking running down the freeway.
Yeah, we're leaving town. We're on the way
We're,
out of
we're
town.
leaving town. We're out.
Bye.
We're outie.
We're on the way to Las Vegas. You can pick us up when you find a car.
And every time William's like, "Oh, my legs are getting tired," I'm like, "Fuck up, you Wayne," and kneecap him a wee bit, and he like falls over and onto his fucking face, and he gets up, and I'm like, "Do you know how far bullets can travel? They can go over 500 millimeter per second." Yeah, fucking prick.
Definitely putting my attention back up to 1 with Francis for that.
You guys are hours away. We don't know where you guys are going.
We're not our. Oh my god! Fucking, how fast can you run? Fuck's sake, Nancy! Like hours away. We've been running for minutes.
Yeah, we're not even a mile out of town yet.
Yeah, I'm standing with Nancy and Eric. I'm like,
And
so what the fuck are
there's
we gonna do
nobody
now?
drives. No one drives. So, like, you know, it's likely that you're going to be heading this way past us. So,
Yeah, in a couple of days when they told us the battery's ready. So bye.
it's a couple of fucking days.
We'll
Yes,
survive. We'll be fine.
Ah,
Where
fuck's
you
sake.
are.
I don't want to be out here with you, Willie, for fucking 2 days.
Nah, I
It'll
want.
be
I
great.
want
We can camp and we can hunt.
You
we can tell
you guys
ghost
have to roleplay
stories.
together.
Did I assemble the chloroform? No.
We'll tell each other stories about all the women that we've been with.
You guys do that. I'm gonna have to drink all the Stella in one shot now.
Okay, so So what is Cade, Erica, and Nancy doing then? So you get
Picking us
outside,
up.
like say there's Jimmy and his two thugs, and they're kind of stood.
By the time-
the church.
Branches.
By the time we get outside, has like the whole congregation already like left the vicinity, or would we still be seeing people leave and potentially in cars?
So nobody's driving away. Nobody comes in cars. You know, that's one thing that you do. Nobody drives a car.
Okay.
And you probably can see maybe there's maybe a couple of people that you can see that are heading away like in groups, and they start to split off and head down the side streets into these residential areas.
So yeah, while we're awkwardly standing out after everything that happened, I look towards Nancy and Erica and says, "So, how the fuck are you going to bring me back now to Las Vegas now?"
That's a great question. I don't really know, to be honest with you. We can try talking to George and see if maybe he knows anything about how we can maybe get a battery sooner.
I mean,
But we're pretty fucked, I think.
you really think that guy will help us after what Francis just did, or like they know we're friends with your military drug head, whatever he's on?
To be fair, he hasn't seen me around him. Tonight would have been the first night.
You sure you can convince that kid?
I can try. I mean, to be honest, I've been kind of acting like I'm part of the syndicate to convince this kid to, I don't know, maybe change what he's doing. His mom seems concerned about him, but he heard Father Marcos. It sounds like a promising kid.
Shall we go
Plus-
catch up with him, or shall we wait for tomorrow? Like, we need to hurry the fuck up.
I mean, I honestly don't even know where Frank and Willie would have ran off to. We have no, like, rendezvous point. It was literally the church is where we were staying. I think
Don't
there's
have
an
phone
abandoned
numbers or
house that
anything?
Willie found.
And I
Phone
don't think,
numbers?
and neither of them can speak French, so when we said rendezvous, I don't think they understood.
Okay.
S'il vous plaît, rendezvous.
They were like,
Merci beaucoup.
Je ne sais quoi. Je ne comprends pas.
I
mean-
mean, we can easily get Willie back. We just need to buy him some fucking beer. Like, that one's easy.
Yeah, that's easy.
But
Just get a couple of beer
I know.
bottles and jingle them together. I'll come running to the
yeah,
side.
we can easily get Willie to calm down. But I'm worried about Francis needs, like, maybe we can get him, like, one of those books on tape about being chill from the gas station.
Wait, speaking of tape, I have a tape from a dictaphone that I found earlier.
All right.
Oh,
I don't have any players on me to play it.
doesn't Willie have one? I mean, I have mine. Is mine a cassette player or a CD player?
I found one as well. My character doesn't know. It's the same one that Francis had.
Oh, sorry.
Francis,
That's the one. That's
it's-
one. Then
yeah,
I don't have it.
It's the one that Francis dropped. I've got that. I don't know it's the same
Oh.
one that Francis had.
Okay.
Oh, so it's William who's got
Francis,
that
remember
tape, is it?
Francis dropped it when he got shot at.
Yeah, yeah.
I then later saw the car that he abandoned and picked it up from there.
Yeah. So you've got that tape.
I've got that tape.
So then the only thing I can think of is we can either go talk to George, or we can maybe check the abandoned house that I know Willie was kind of peeping into before I pushed the car over here. Like maybe they ran there, but I have no clue where Francis has been for the whole past day, so could have ran there too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he can run a lot, right?
What William and Francis make it to the like state line or wherever the fuck bridge is, right? Like the first
Yeah.
bridge that
You're-
like
Vegas now.
has
The long way from San Francisco to Vegas, Chris.
No, right. So we get to like a bridge or something, you know, a significant place where we can kind of like chill out for a couple of minutes. And I stop, and there's like a cooler in the corner. I kick it to check to see if there's any drink in it. Of course, fucking not. But I look over to Willie and I'm like, right, so you guys got a car, right?
Yeah, there's a car, but we were waiting for a battery.
What do you mean waiting for a battery?
I think Erica was talking to... Well, actually, do I know that Erica had that conversation?
Yeah, we've told you.
Yeah,
Well, we've not told
yeah.
Francis, but we told.
Yeah, so Erica
Kate
did
and
speak
Eva.
to a guy about a car, but apparently the battery's not going to be ready for 2 days. They've got a new battery coming in, or they're fixing a battery or something. It was going to be 2 days before it was ready.
Well, I'm not gonna fucking hang out underneath a bridge with you for fucking 2 days. I think that's a bit grim. Maybe it doesn't take that long to install a battery. Like, do you know where this guy lives?
No, don't tell him the old. So he's shipping in the battery. He doesn't have it. No one else has a battery. We spent an hour figuring this out, so we have to wait for the battery in, I think, a day and a half. I think now, maybe.
So
Did
to
we
recap,
deliver?
things were mysteriously losing their charge in the town,
there's-
including
So there's
batteries.
Yeah.
so there's no battery. So he's shipping
Yeah.
us one in, and so we have to wait. I think a day and a half now.
So
I'm gonna go there. If William gives me the information of where it is, because Nancy,
yeah.
you ain't here to convince me, and
I'll-
neither.
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
I'll tell you
I
where
wanna
Erica
see-
went.
You're
No,
left out too.
I want to see how this plays out.
I'll
Where
tell you where
going.
Erica went and where she was speaking to the guy where the garage was. Yeah, I'll tell you all of that.
Okay. Let's go see why this is taking so long.
Okay,
So-
camera then pans to us walking back from under the bridge, and in true 90s fashion, that Red Hot Chili Pepper song starts playing.
oh boy.
Okay. So what you're showing him where
gonna
take
show-
him to Jimmy's auto?
I'm gonna take him to Jimmy's auto, aye. Jimmy, the guy that just pointed a gun at us.
Yeah.
I mean, on the plus side, me and Erica didn't say that we're with you, so
No, you didn't.
actually, we don't really. I don't care. He knows Kate. Yeah, so it doesn't matter for us. I guess.
I'll take him to Jimmy's auto then. I'll show him where we went.
Okay. Alrighty. So what about the rest of you? Kind of just kind of stood out on Main Street around here.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Well, I'm like, where should we stay? So we need to find somewhere to stay tonight as well, right? Because we can't stay at the church.
Well, so Willie found an abandoned house right up the street. I think it's that corner house, but
I know a
across
place.
the street is where you got shot from. So a better place is good.
Yeah, any other place, I think we should.
My place I used to sleep before. I'm never sleeping. I had a house I was residing in while I'm in the town. We can go over there.
That may be safer for us three that aren't on the list of wanted people.
Yeah.
Not on the wanted list. Yes.
By the church and the only people who have transport.
This day gets better and better. I love it.
It's like, hey, we got food. We got a Erica, we got a picnic sack, so we're all like sorted once we got this battery.
That's true.
I'm
we
sorry,
got
you
cans
got
of
a what?
food.
We got we got like supplies, to have a picnic, like cutlery and
Oh,
blankets.
okay.
Yeah, so we can have a
Picnic
nice job.
sets. He just
I
said
heard
the
sets,
T really
yeah.
is. Yeah.
Set.
Set, not pic. I mean, that's your dirty mind.
A sex picnic, Martin. Is that what you were telling us, me and Chris, about last night? Is that what you were inviting me and Chris to last night? Aye.
It says get your
Yeah.
hope back.
Sex picnic.
Right.
I think
Shall we go?
I think we should go to your house.
All right, let's go to my house then. I don't want to be out in the street any longer.
Flop
Yes,
house.
The flop
Okay,
house.
where is your house? Where is your house? I'll let you pick where it is.
Okay, let's see. I will say it's probably. I will probably say maybe right about. I'm gonna put my token over there. A little around here.
Dang, you got the big house.
Yeah, like I need a big house for me, Like I need to have my quality for me, I deserve the best.
And we walk in and it smells like shit.
Broken needles all
It's-
over the
it's-
place. Aye.
It's all IKEA furniture, but spelt backwards.
Yeah.
Okay,
Dom.
check it out there.
The minor puzzles, it's been different before. I just found this place as this was the best I could find.
And we've got, well, Cade, you find food, right? So we have food for tonight.
Yeah,
Wow.
I found 6
And
cans
Yeah,
of
you got
food.
6 cans of food, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some food too.
We bought food, I think, right, as well, didn't we? From the gas station, I think. We bought something, like
Yeah,
snacks or
We
something.
got, I think 3 days worth of food, and then I also had beef jerky that I was going to give to Francis, but I don't know if I'm doing that anymore because I don't know what's going on. with him.
What your fucking friend needs is fucking drugs to calm his mind down. What the fuck is wrong with your fucking dude?
Well, no, maybe we could drug the jerky if we get some drugs and then to chill him out.
I mean, I'm not going to advocate drugging him.
No, I mean,
I had nothing to do with it.
I mean, if we put the drugs in the jerky and then he just finds it, I mean, his choice, right?
Yeah, if the drug, or sorry, if the jerky is labeled "this has been drugged," yes.
Well, you will take it, but if we don't label it as drugs,
No. You're saying if it's his choice, if he takes the fucking food,
you
there's
can
no
label
choice
it with a
there
choice,
if it's
yeah.
labeled jerky.
Well, no, we'll put the jerky and there'll just be a little tag that says consequences. That's all it's going to say.
Oh,
And
okay.
you get to choose.
He's going to put a sticker on it that says "Do not eat."
Okay, so so is Francis and William heading over to the auto parts?
Yes, we
Jim's
are.
Auto? Okay, so can you? Well, in fact, you can do any typical. So you make your way back into town, kind of come around the back of the old abandoned Dollar General Market, and start heading across the old across the car park towards Jimmy's Autos. When you see as you come inside of it, you can see there's lights on inside. Then the lights go out. And then the roller doors on the workshop come up, and as they roll up, you see the like floodlights, the headlights of a truck, and this pickup truck comes trundling out of the workshop.
Like to run us over.
Well,
So-
they haven't seen so you're kind of over here, man. You can see.
Oh, so
you
they've
see
not
the
seen
pickup
us,
truck.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna grab William, and I'm gonna throw him towards the trash, and I'm gonna be like, "Wait there! You don't need to be involved in this." And I'm gonna fucking run out, pistol in hand, and I'm gonna grab that motherfucking door. I'm gonna rip this guy out.
Shit. I thought you were going to run into the garage as he ran away. I thought you were just going to nip into
Nah,
his auto shop.
I'm taking that fucking truck.
Full Grand
Okay.
Theft Auto.
Yep.
Chris, you know this isn't a computer. You know this isn't a computer game, right? And you're not a barbarian.
I'm a trained soldier,
Phil.
and I have an objective.
Is the shutter door coming back down after the truck comes out?
So the truck rolls out, and one of you see somebody like rolling the door down. Another guy comes out as the door's been rolled down. Another guy comes out and jumps onto the back of the truck.
So there's still a guy inside the auto
and
shop.
he kind of as he jumps on the back of the truck, he turns on like a one of those little
spotlight.
mobile spotlights.
Yeah. So there's still somebody inside the shop.
Well, you can see this guy rolling the thing down. He
Yeah.
rolls the shutter down. Then he climbs onto the back of the truck.
Oh, so,
just as
so that was the
Francis
same guy
says-
that rolled the shutter down. That's jumped
Sorry?
onto the truck. So there's not somebody standing
So it's-
in the shop now.
No, so there's two guys on the back of the truck and somebody driving the truck.
I run into the auto shop.
Are you gonna? So the truck's just outside still. Are you gonna?
Fucking well not. I threw you to the ground and
No,
told you to stay
because-
behind the
because
bin.
when he-
this-
Because
so this-
I
this
didn't hear what you told me.
happens-
When he goes for the door, I run. When he goes for the door and the driver and the spotlight guy are distracted, I'm going to run round the other side of the truck and run into the auto shop.
You're gonna have to be a fast motherfucker
I'm
because
a
you just
fast
watched me run.
motherfucker.
Okay, so
Are you telling me, as a 12-year-old, you're gonna have
I'm
the courage
16.
to run now?
I'm fucking 16. I've got hair on my balls. Fuck you.
I would say you need to make a wits check actually.
Wits.
William, yeah, because you're still traumatized. You still got that trauma. Oh, we haven't put it on your character actually.
What trauma?
You got fucking.
I'm not traumatized.
You got trauma. You got fucking all the trauma, mate.
The worrisome. There we go. It's on your character sheet name.
Seen Nancy die in your hands.
I pressed wits twice. It's not rolled anything.
Have you got any hope left?
Yeah,
Because,
I've got 3.
Try again. It's working for me.
That's working now. Tension. Francis 1. Yeah. Do I get to use that here?
No, it's not to do
No?
with Francis. It's not what to do with Francis.
Oh, okay.
This is to do with the situation because your worrisome
Right,
trait,
okay.
your trauma, mind concerns,
2
counter
successes.
traumatic events. Okay, so yeah, you managed to gird yourself against this. Yeah, the adrenaline pumping through your body is maybe
Run round
overriding
the other
that.
side of the truck while he's
So,
distracting both of them.
so
and run
before
into
you do
their
that, so
place.
this, like I said, this is happening with the truck. So the truck rolls out, this guy rolling the shutter down, and then Francis kind of pushes you to the ground and runs towards the truck. So that is what's happening first. So is Francis kind of just running straight at it, not making any attempt to?
No, not observing, not caring, just seeing the truck and has a mission to complete and must fucking take that truck. That truck is fucking mine.
Okay, if you can roll me a d6 and add your wits rating onto it. So your wits is what's your wits?
Three.
Your wits rating is 3. So roll d6 and add 3 onto it.
Good luck, Chris. I love that we've got no plan here. We're just going pure anarchy. We're both doing our own thing. It's going to work, though. I swear it's going to work.
Ooh. Okay, so that's 6 plus 6. Oh, wow, yeah, that's okay. Right, cool. So yeah, you go running. So Francis, you just go running out towards this truck. Kind of, you get all the way to the truck before they even realise you're there.
Driver
What are you
side's on that side, Phil.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Which is relevant because I'm going the other side.
I take my pistol from my holster and I point it straight at him and I'm like grabbing at him, pulling, and if he doesn't shift, if there's resistance, I'm just gonna pull the trigger.
Okay.
Really wild.
Days.
Right. Well, so you do. So you're trying to pull the door open, yeah?
Yeah, if he hasn't got it open, yeah.
No, he hasn't got it. So he's sat inside on the driver's seat. He's got the engines running. He's inside. So you're going to pull the thing up. So okay.
Chris, don't pull the door open. Don't pull the door open. Show me you mean business. Smash the window with the butt of the gun.
So pull the door open or just pull the gun on him.
I'm gonna pull the door open.
Okay. Right. Okay. So you pull the door open, and as you do, he goes for his gun as well. So you can give us another wits, another d6.
What takes longer, a reach or a trigger?
Well, yeah. If you've got the gun out, then you.
I have the gun out. I already have it pointed. If he's reaching for a gun, he's getting fucking shot.
Yeah, that's fine. He's less chance of reacting quicker. Yeah.
Um,
So you can add double your wits then. Roll d6 and add double your wits.
So, Phil, I want to do this.
Yes.
I want to do my thing exactly when this is happening. So exactly
Okay.
in that moment is when I want to go round the other side of the car and can jump through the garage door and just run and roll into the garage, hide behind something. I want to get in there.
Okay. There's the guy rolling the shutter down. Oh, right. Well, he's kind of rolling the. If you try and do that before the guy finishes roll.
You said there's not a guy rolling the shutter down. You said the guy that did the shutter jumped
there's
up
a guy
over the truck.
there's a guy on the back of the truck, and there's a guy pulling the shutter down.
Oh, so there's a third guy.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
The ones you met in the church is the 3 guys from the church.
Yeah, it's the 3 guys from the church. Yeah, it's Jimmy and his two buddies.
Right, change of plan. If there's a third guy, I'm not doing that. I thought there was
Okay.
no guy left in the garage and I was going to be in there alone.
So they get the truck pulled out. The other guy came out. One guy came out, started rolling the door down. Another guy came out, jumped in the back of the truck, and yeah. So there's still the guy pulling, just like finishing pulling the roller shutter down.
No, so I go halfway to where I said I was, and I just duck down behind the other side of the truck then while he's doing his thing. Just opposite of I'm passenger side when he's at the driver's side, and I'll just duck down behind the car.
Okay, fair enough then. Give us a well, in fact, so we do have that. So Francis, you beat him to the draw by easily. So if you want to give us, if you go on your combat tab of your character sheet, then and where'd you go? Yeah, click on your handgun on the gear tab.
On the gear tab?
Yeah. It's on your main. Yeah, that was supposed to be like a draw thing, so it should be in the actual tab. But yeah, so if you run, click on the handgun.
Oh, I already rolled for damage.
Oh yeah, I know. It's no, that was for all the extra dice. That was for like quick to beat him to the draw kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So now I roll again.
So you've definitely done that. So now you roll for the actual shot. Yeah.
Where's all the successes this time?
Well, I didn't have +2,
Yeah.
so or +6. So.
Do you want to push it?
Push it.
I don't think you've rolled any one. No, there's
says-
no one.
If you've got any ones.
Says 2 damage. Surely, if I shot and it hit,
You
like
need a
he's getting
success.
damage.
That's
You've not hit
that's
him
how
yet.
much damage it would have done if it
If
had
you
hit.
hit him, you need to hit him. Push it. You've got no ones.
Oh,
There you
did
go. There you go.
Boom! So it's one gear. So the gun takes 1 gear damage. Apply. So yeah, so apply damage. So he take So Jimmy, you shoot into the cab. Kind of Jimmy maybe tries to duck out the way as you shoot, but he takes 2 damage. So everybody, you all hear this gunshot.
Did you hear that?
Okay.
Listen, my hope isn't even down, and I'm about to have a mental breakdown.
So at this point, I'm on the other side of the car now. So when I see that,
so this happens, and when this happens, when the shot rings out, there's like I said, there's a guy on the back of the truck. He kind of points his gun, looking directly at Francis. Points his gun at Francis. The guy rolling the shutter door down. He sort of stops what he's doing and pulling his gun out, runs forward towards the truck, and they completely oblivious to you as you run up the left-hand side.
okay, so I am going to jump up from the side of the truck and I'm going to grab the guy that's on the back of the truck that's now pointing his gun at Francis, and I'm going to pull him down, or try to pull him down off the truck onto his fucking... I'm trying to bust this guy onto the ground off the back of the truck.
Okay.
I'm going to be responsible for the death of a 12-year-old.
I'm 16, you prick. Ginger fuck.
I'm definitely not ginger. My hair is jet black with silver sides.
Okay. Rightio. Right. So I guess you're gonna have to give us a wits check then, William, and you can roll d6 and add your wits score onto it.
Right, so my wits is 5, so it's d6 plus 5, yeah?
Yeah.
8.
8. Let's see. I'm gonna roll for group one for that guy. So that's a d6 plus. Oops, number 2. D6 plus 3. Okay. So you sort of pull yourself up onto the side of the truck and grab this guy just as he's turning. He hears you clambering up on the truck and he turns as you kind of grab him and try to throw him off. So he is going to, at the same time, he's going to kind of attempt to pistol whip you. So you can make an attack. What you're trying to do? Throw him off the side of the truck, push him off the side of the truck, pull him off.
Yeah,
the side
so
of the truck.
I'm trying to use my surprise and my lower centre of gravity to attempt to kind of throw him over me, like a judo throw kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Take him
Yeah.
by surprise
Judo
and hit him
throw.
with the judo throw off the truck. So what do you want, a strength? Or agility?
I'll take strength or agility for that, really. I
I'll
guess.
roll an agility then. I don't get any tension or anything here, do I?
No. He's gonna.
That's 2 successes.
Okay, so he completely. Yeah. So you kind of grab him, maybe drop down, use his weight and throw it, and like pull him over the top of you, and he goes head first over the side of the truck,
And onto the
completely
concrete.
missing you as he tries to hit you in the face with a pistol.
I looked to see if Francis saw that.
See
that? Kick this fucking ass, Francis!
Probably focused on that. Okay.
And
so
I want
this
to,
guy-
and I want to,
And
if I
then
can.
there's another one. Just one moment. So another guy comes running out towards and runs up and fires off a shot at Francis.
So with my momentum, I want to try and fucking get down there and take his gun. I want to grab that guy's gun.
Oh, well, that's going to be another action next round. Okay, so this guy shoots at Francis. It's going to be range. It's going to be 2.
We're gonna survive this, Francis. I swear, anarchy is the way.
This is so
I
tense,
won't
but the
wet
music does-
myself if you two both die. I'll wet myself more if Willie dies and Francis is like, I got a truck, but Willie's dead.
Okay, so Francis, you're vaguely aware of somebody runs up at the side to the back of the truck, fires off a. You hear the shot, and you feel the bullet hit you. You take 2 points of damage.
Which shoulder did it hit?
Let's see. It's going to be the right shoulder, I guess.
Oh, that's not the one that you wanted to go, because that means that I pulled the trigger as an involuntary action, and then you get another one in the chest. Because the trigger finger was on the right hand, and if my finger is already on, it's just gonna happen again. Oh, sorry about that. Jimmy gets another one to the chest, I'm afraid.
Fuck him up, Chris.
So I roll first. I roll handgun first.
See, if if Francis and the 16-year-old beat 3 guys with guns, I'm going to be impressed with us, Chris.
So you get to. So we stick with the same. We're going to just stick with the same initiative. So you get to go first. Then Jimmy's going to go. Then the 2 guys are going to. You're going to go. Then Jimmy's going to go. Then William's going to go. Then the 2 guys. Okay, so that's a success. That's another 2 points of damage on Jimmy. Okay.
And like, how incapacitated would he now be? Because I know I would be pretty woozy if I lost as much as he has.
Points of damage is a lot to anybody.
Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, he's close.
Would he be pullable from the truck?
I mean, you can try and pull him out of the truck,
gonna
but
be
he's going to
pretty
fire
weak,
he's going to fire a shot at you. So he's going to fire off his magnum at you at close range.
It's a good job that I'm wearing that Kevlar that I never told you about.
Yeah, Chrissy bonus.
Oh, so he's got 2 successes. So that's 4 damage. He shoots you at almost point blank, and he hits you for 4 points of damage.
Take that from the DM.
Oh shit.
Was that all in the face so he can't speak now, Phil? I think you said, like, freaking God.
So his teeth gone.
All his teeth.
So yeah, so Jimmy, even from there, you could probably on the floor wrestling with this guy. You hear this loud bang from the Magnum, and you see Francis. You like maybe see his head hit the tarmac through the gap underneath the truck, as he bang goes down.
You can't do -1.
No, he's good. He just goes to 0.
Is he dead?
Oh.
So he's dying.
Oh my days.
You know in Call of Duty when they get last stand? Can I have that? Can I pick that as a perk?
Oh shit! I don't know what.
You
to
get
do here.
transported to the gulag.
Can I just talk to the world? I'm like, I can't believe someone did something stupid and there's consequences. This is like so strange.
Here's my question
don't
to the B group, because the A team's doing all the work here.
The B group. What are you doing now that you're hearing all these bullets going off? You maybe coming to investigate because your friends are missing.
No.
You
No.
need to
We
know.
are the A group, you're saying. With K, we are the A group, you're saying. Anyway.
You're the special group, William.
Right.
So
Okay, so what's William doing?
I'm shitting myself. I freeze at the moment. I'm absolutely.
I think
freeze.
you need to make you definitely. I think you definitely need to make a wits.
I think
a
so.
wits
I.
check.
I think so.
Yeah. Because that is not just a you know.
And do I use my Francis
simple
tension on
minor
this
thing.
one?
Yes, I suppose you could. Yes, but yeah,
I've got no ones. I'm going to push it.
there was a one.
Was there?
Yeah,
Well, I've got a success and
You've
one
lost the
hope
hope.
loss.
you lost. Yeah,
Oh, but I would have lost a hope anyway. There's no point pushing it, right?
yeah. That's,
No,
yeah.
Okay.
So you lost a hope.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's what that was to see if you didn't lose a hope. But yeah, you lose a hope anyway. Okay, so that so you're still okay. So so what you're doing? So you've not lost all hope. You can still act. Like say you're on the floor, kind of wrestling with this guy.
Yeah. Grab his
and
gun.
you see
Grab his
Francis-
gun.
You're going to
point
try
that
and grab
out.
his gun.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so that is going to be an opposed strength check.
Well,
then.
did I not just knock him on his ass like from a couple of feet up, from like 8 feet up? I just knocked him onto the concrete. Is he not knocked out from
You
that? or
did.
anything?
No, he's not knocked out now.
Right, I'm
I'll give you a bonus dice. You can have a
Right.
bonus
So is it strength with a bonus dice?
dice. Yeah, strength with a bonus dice. Yeah, and he's
Do I-
versus his strength.
And do I get to use my Chris bonus again? So I'm trying to
No.
save Chris's life. No.
No, it's not directly with him. Okay, so
One
that's
success.
you've both got one success. So it's either you can either push it or you can just start get kind of tussling. Not to, neither side wins.
So I've got no, because I've got 2 ones on that. If I push that, I'm going to
Yeah,
go
you
to
lose
0
hope.
hope. So I'm not going to do
Yeah,
that. So I
and
guess
that'll
we
be
go
it.
another
Okay.
round of wrestling for it, do we?
Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. So what's going to happen? Okay. So you hear
This
you
is
hear
it.
you hear Jimmy and tell you, fuck, get that piece of shit out of here. And the other guy goes, there's some guy around the other side. Fucking kill him. Right. So you get to go first.
Full strength again.
hear all
Wrestling
this.
enough him.
Yeah, you hear this. You can see this guy. You can maybe see this guy's, this guy's feet as he's walking. He's running around the side of the truck towards where you are.
Am I still getting
You're
the
on
bonus
floor.
dice because this guy's concussed?
Yep. Go on then. I'll be
He's
kind.
just his
I don't
head's just as fucking knocked as it was a fucking half a round ago. Do you know what I mean?
Go on.
Oh, there's no ones on that. I'm pushing that one.
Okay.
Come on, 2 successes. Was that not 2
You
successes?
got
I
no
rolled?
successes. It's 1 success.
I thought I rolled 2. I thought I saw 2 successes.
It says
But he got none.
Yeah.
Do I get his gun?
Yeah. So you pull his gun. You pull the gun off this guy. Just as this other one comes walking around the corner, and he points his gun at you.
Whoa! Whoa! You drop your gun or your friend is dead. I don't want to shoot anybody here. I don't want to kill this man. But I've got this guy's on the ground and I've got the gun like here. I've got the advantage
Okay,
in this
let's see.
standoff.
Okay, so he hesitates.
Put the gun down, or your friend dies. I don't want to kill your friend. Put your gun down, man. Drop your
Is
gun.
that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing on your next turn?
Yep. Drop the gun. But I've got this gun right
Um,
pushing down on the guy's forehead though. And I'm kneeling on
Okay.
his chest now as well. In fact, with my left hand, I'll take the knife out my belt and I'll half dig it into his ribs. So that he's not going to try and fuck me. So he's got a gun to his head and a knife pointing on his ribs. Drop your gun.
It kind of looks like, get the fuck out of here, kid. I'm
Drop
telling
your
you
gun.
now.
Drop your gun.
You can make a...
No need, because I'll go like that. I'll put the gun up in the air, fire one, and then point it back down to the guy's face. Drop the fucking gun.
Okay, Jimmy just kill the fucker! And he just points the gun and shoots.
Yay!
Oh
double,
my.
double consequences.
Oh
I'm
my
going to turn and aim it at the guy shooting at me then. Bang!
Yeah, we can. Yeah,
Gonna
you can
have
shoot.
to.
You can shoot as well. Yeah.
What do I roll agility?
No, it's just going to be both at the same time. So you just roll your handgun. Click on your handgun.
I don't
Oh,
have
you
one.
haven't got a handgun. Hold on, let me just give you a handgun.
Me and Chris
Tomorrow
have got-
morning, when we wake up and start walking down towards the shop to see the progress of the battery, there's just gonna be bodies laying
No,
there.
no,
Me and Chris are gonna have
no,
new characters for the next session, I think.
Not
Oh my
only have they fucked their own characters up, they fucked the battery up, which is the only thing we cared about.
Okay, there you go. You got a handgun. Oh,
Didn't do
he's got 2 successes.
So what do? Just click on the handgun.
Yeah, click on the handgun.
There's
We have
no.
3 successes.
Okay. Fuck. That's 2 successes.
2 successes. Okay, you both shoot each other then. So you both take 3 points of damage, and so does he.
Okay, so I go down to 1.
Yeah.
So I press the apply damage button, yeah?
You know, just deduct it because that'll just
Yeah,
apply
okay.
it to. Yeah.
So I'm down to 1.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
what happens to him.
This
Does
is
he?
quite a nice place, Cade.
Oh yeah, thank you.
We're fighting it.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna be like, I think, I mean, we could just chill out for like a day. Should we have that sex picnic I talked about? Allegedly. For the next 24 hours, just to fill in some time.
So this guy, so you fire off the shot hits him in the shoulder, and he kind of staggers back and he retreats round the back of round the other side of the truck.
Does he? Right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick a bullet in the guy that's on the ground. Then.
Okay, that's what you're going to use your action for. Take your action to do that.
Wait. So Jimmy's no longer in the truck, but Francis is lying on the ground.
Jimmy's in the truck. Francis is lying on the floor in a pool of blood. This other guy, you've shot this other guy. He's kind of as you shot him, he's staggered off back around the outside, around the side.
I'll get up and shoot Jimmy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Get up and shoot
Right
Jimmy.
then. Yeah, sure. Right. Give us a shot then.
2 successes.
Okay. Right. You turn, point the gun through the window, and Jimmy's head just like explodes all over the side of the truck,
R.I.P. Jimmy.
all the side inside the cab.
I just killed a man, folks. 16 years old. I just killed a man.
You've just killed a man. That is, you need to make a wits thing, otherwise you will lose a hope for that.
Yeah, I thought I might.
Mama, I just killed a man.
I don't have any tension bonus or anything on this, do I?
No.
I lose a
Yeah.
hope.
You lose a hope.
Down to 1. 1 health and 1 hope, guys.
Yeah. Okay, and this guy on the floor, he kind of looks up and he suddenly he just kicks you straight, tries to kick you straight between the legs.
And so I'll try and dodge that.
You can try and dodge that. That's a agility check.
Penis dodge roll. Very important.
But no ones, I can push that.
It's an actual skill or talent on that sheet.
Oh, it's a hope lost.
No.
It's a hope lost. I'm down to 0 hope.
Oh, and he kicks you square in the nuts.
Did you get a penis kill? I want a full description. As you kill someone by hitting their penis, go Phil, go for it.
heel of his boot right between the legs, lifting you up off the floor. And boof, you go down.
That's me down.
Shame no one's there to fucking heal you guys because you didn't tell us where you were going.
Oh my days.
Yeah, just kind of
Didn't really have time. Didn't have time to fucking tell you where we were going. Thought the
Well-
gunshots might have...
I mean, next time leave a fucking
Eric,
note
I
there.
didn't even get to speak to you. You were in a fucking helmet the last I seen you.
No, I wasn't.
You had a helmet on for a couple of seconds and then
I
you
literally
took
was
it
like,
off.
"Oh, Francis," and you were like, "What's everybody doing? I'm unplugging shit."
I've already-
Smashing stuff.
That's what I was saying. Like, as soon as you mentioned my name, you must have noticed that I was smashing the machine.
Did someone say
Okay,
break? Break? Was that a break, someone?
I think
Yeah, I
it is,
think that
aye.
is a break. That is definitely a break. We'll on that note, we will take a break. Yeah, we'll be back in a moment.
Fuck me, that went sideways. See you in a couple of minutes, Rich.
Bye, everyone.
We're back. Yeah. So after that little set 2.
Well, I want to ask Erica. I was like, Erica, so the priest asked you about going back, but why do you think he would do that? Like, I know you said to me more privately, like, it seems a bit addictive. Do you think you'd get some information or something if you did it again? Like, or do you think it's just like a drug effect or something?
It's kind of hard for me to tell, honestly. I feel like there's something more to it here. Obviously, like, things have changed and people are becoming addictive, and the congregation doesn't really want to admit to that. And it seems like he's got a weird thing for angels instead of, I guess, how religion typically goes. But it almost sounds like they're going to, like, unveil something tomorrow. Like, he said it would be, like, you know, he hinted at it being a bigger thing, maybe. We could try and talk to that George kid and see if he knows what it is, since I've already kind of convinced him he might have a job with the syndicate.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking maybe we could, like, I mean, I want to be more classy than the other guys with just the whole smashing stuff up. Maybe we could, like, or you could hack the system and stop it if it's going to be bad. I mean, but yeah, I think we should do some work because it's not a good thing if they're getting... I mean, me and Kate saw this guy in the toilet having a too good time. So,
yeah, he was having too much good time in the transportation.
So I don't think it's a bad thing if we can nicely do this.
I mean, I can definitely try to maybe meet in the Neuroscape or hack into their Neuroscape and see if there's anything out there. I don't know. It's a little bit of a hard decision for me because I don't like using those either.
I mean, I'm not keen with you doing, but if you think you can maybe help someone, it's not the worst thing. But we should definitely have some code in case you want me or Kate to rip you out, I think. Like, if it gets bad.
Look, why do you think it's so bad? We should just try to find a car and get the fuck out of this town. We have a time schedule.
No, we're fine. The other guys, like, nothing has happened. They clearly found a car, right? I think I heard, like, a couple of... Yeah, I think that was, like, the start of a car. You know, I think they must be coming right now. So if we just make however long it takes someone to die, which I think is about 7 minutes, it'll probably turn up any minute, I think.
The ghost of Francis Past whispers in your ear and...
No, we didn't. You weren't here.
Says
we did
that
it.
you
Excommunicated.
you-
No, we excommunicated you.
The ghost of Francis Past is whispering in your ear saying, you only want Erica to put her head in that thing to risk her life. You wouldn't risk your life for others. You dirty Scrooge.
The ghost of Erica present says, "Shut up, you almost unplugged me and ruined my mind."
Turned my brain into jelly.
The ghost of Francis Past says, I didn't know that you were in it. Sorry.
You nearly got
There's a lot of things that we didn't get to talk about, Erica. Maybe someday when I'm not a ghost.
Erica nearly got an electrical lobotomy, basically.
And then I'm happy to go back to the other guys. I want to see if any of them are going to survive the whole situation. Though Chris did, I'm going to be a Chris kid. He did some rounds of combat where he was down, so just saying. Might make it worse for him.
So I would like Chris and Oliver to roll 4d6.
Time to die, Chrissy boy. You ready, mate? And it's 6 successes, 1s or fails,
Sixes,
right?
you need 6. Yeah. You need
Oh, I got a 1.
Someone got
One
six.
don't count. Oh, you got 1 6. So keep track of it. If you rolled any 6s, keep track of how many you've rolled.
And 1s is a fail,
Ones don't
right?
mean anything.
Ones
No,
don't
ones
mean
don't
anything.
mean anything.
Right.
Just 6.
If you click if you click your number, it tells you how many.
Yeah. So Chris has
Chris
got one
one.
success.
I got none.
William's got none. Okay, we'll do some more. So basically, if you get enough successes before you get enough failures.
What's a failure?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
None.
So one is a failure.
One's a
sorry.
failure.
Do apologize. Yeah. So keep track of your ones as well.
So you're on 1 and 1,
So
Chris. I'm
got
on
one.
0 and
Chris
1.
got a 1 and a 6. You got a 1. Okay. So meanwhile, back in Cade's DOS house, his squat or whatever you want to call it.
My luxury home for the time.
Yeah. Your appropriated home. I imagine you picked one that was kind of, it was in a good,
probably
good condition.
It has a globe seat, like one of those big huggies chairs where you go inside and you can't hear anything outside.
Like those 70s chairs, so I think.
A sensory chair?
Like the egg. It's like an egg you sit inside.
It's like an egg.
That's it. It's the egg.
Yeah, another one you mean.
So what are the three of you doing? Sat in Cade's.
Discussing what our dream new friends would be like and what traits they would have. I'm sketching in my book. I'm like, hey guys, so if Francis and Willie hypothetically died, what type of friend would you like next? I'm going to write them in my journal.
Bang!
Bang! Groupies to join me.
Just pistol rounds whizzing past the window.
No, you're too far away.
Do you know how far a pistol round goes?
We're 2 blocks away. In fact, we're
But we
not.
don't-
We're not. We're
but
less than a
but we
block
don't-
away.
But we don't know where you guys are.
We're
so
one,
we're not going to be like, that's
2
definitely-
You're gonna hear
We're 3
a
buildings
Magnum and fucking 3 pistols getting
So
fired.
they've
We're
heard
7 meters away.
you've heard 3-4 shots, gunshots, but you've not heard anything for the past 10 minutes or more.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been
10
completely
minutes.
silent.
So
Yeah, I'm just gonna break this
Completely
silent. I'm just gonna break this
That
silence.
biker gang is at it again, but this peppered beef jerky is so
it's
great.
really good. I mean, how about? I think we got some wine. Why don't we get like those cheese strings and have like a wine and cheese?
Oh my god, like a little apocalyptic
like a-
charcuterie.
Yeah, like just not do anything for a whole hour, no matter what happens.
Ghost of Francis past here. I would like to remind Erica of Nancy's age.
Yeah, but she's like French.
It's the
and
apocalypse.
Cherokee.
It's the
She's French.
apocalypse.
She's allowed to have, and it's the apocalypse. Yeah.
It's the apocalypse. It doesn't matter about your age. I'm
Well, she
16.
can't
I'm out here killing people. I'm 16 years old. Nancy can
Well-
have some wine.
Chris, you can only do the ghost thing once. Everyone knows that. You can do the ghost thing once, but you can't do it twice in a go, okay?
Right, William, I told you not to come with me, so you're dead for no reason. That's your fault.
Oh yeah, go back. Have you guys died yet, or are we still waiting for you?
No, not dead yet.
I would say you two can make roll another 4d6 each.
No. Oh, there's a 6 and a 1.
That's a big six.
Ooh, I'm on 2 and 1. I'm on 1 and 2. I've got 1 success and 2 fails.
Oh, Chris is on
I've
2
got
of
2
each.
2.
2 of each.
2.
What happens if you get 3 of both at the same time?
That's an interesting.
That's
I
a
would guess
good
I would say
question,
you
bro.
roll again till there's a disparity.
You have to roll again.
Are you on
That's
2 and 2? I'm on 1 and 2, Chris.
So
Alright, we'll leave after the second or the next roll.
I don't know. I feel pretty full from all that cheese. I don't want to be rushing anywhere, Erica.
Oh my gosh, Cade, you have olives too?
I have everything in there. This is my casa. This is my
Do you have,
luxury
do you
casa.
have some pineapple? We could put it on the little strip.
Oh yeah, I have some little in the dose.
Like this-
Yeah.
yeah.
Umbrellas
Oh
my
and
gosh.
those coconuts. in
Have
it.
you
Yeah.
had pineapple and ham pizza? Pretty good.
No, let's make pizza party.
But I'm like a
guys.
rock star, you know.
What? You have a pizza oven in this house? Great.
Like, it's a
Remember
stone oven
before
too,
when we
a
had an
proper
argument about porridge?
Yeah, but this is Cade's home. That was the church. They're gonna live. They're gonna live on poorer means.
So while you're having sat around or stood around making your own pizzas, Hawaiian pizzas, suddenly the cutlery on the workshop suddenly like shakes. Just for a moment, just enough that you notice it, and then you hear this heavy thud. This...
What's going on?
This is like Jurassic Park. You guys have seen that, right?
That kind of thing, yeah.
We've seen in the wine glass, it begins to vase in this wine glasses.
Yeah, so ripples appear in the glass, and boom,
I hold
this dull,
both,
heavy thud.
hold both their hands, and I'm like, guys, I think I'm Carrie. I think I can control things with my mind.
Oh my god, are you thinking about this?
No, but now I am. So.
Are you using new in too?
Yeah,
And then you notice outside. You notice the street lights start to flicker.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this sounds like
Some-
And you hear
Some
This
big
is not
robot's
getting
Performance.
in this.
some big
This is
robot's gonna
performance.
march down the street in a minute. Watch.
I'm going out to the window to see what's going on. What the fuck is going on out there?
It's gonna be that big robot earlier that we were nice to. It's gonna fucking.
Come and save your day. It's gonna come and save your
40-year-old
day.
man
You are
from
correct.
China
Chris.
is
That
back.
Chinese kid is back to save us. Yeah, we were the first friends he's ever had, and he's come to save our lives now.
Well, he likes me and Erica, so I mean.
Okay, so Cade,
He's gonna start
stepping
miming.
outside. Stepping outside, you can look, kind of looking around. You can hear, and you can feel this like thud through the floor. Like, boom. Looking around, like I say, street lights flicker a little bit, and looking around, you can't see it at first. Then looking to the south side of town, you see like street lights just going out, and then just out here, kind of this like
Oh,
blackness as the street lights just like gone. It starts to spread, and then lights. Some lights come back on, and it's like this blackness, this dark spot is moving through the south side of town. And it goes boom, boom.
and we can see this out the window. We can see the lights going off for a bit.
Yeah, you can see this. Yeah, you can see this like moving black spot.
I'm gonna be like, guys, isn't this because me and Erica know about the batteries? I'm like, do you think this is related? Is this like something that can short out electrics for a bit?
Judging by the way that the lights are popping and radiating out from it, I would say that these are probably like EMF pulses.
Which take out, I mean, they would take
Yeah.
out a battery, right?
Yep. So we should probably stop them. Otherwise, we're never gonna leave.
I mean, we are
Wait,
the warriors in our
wait.
group, right?
Technical question for Phil. An EMP wouldn't discharge a battery. An EMP attacks electronic signal things. It could switch off a phone, it could switch off a radio, but it can't discharge a battery. It's not an E
No.
EMP.
Fantasy World. What? Who said that? What?
And I think
What?
I think that just for that prompt saying another roll of D to
Yeah, go on, Phil! Bring it on, Phil!
Right, Chris. It was good knowing you. This could be it, mate.
This is like the paranoia game.
But better, we should just do this.
Chris is still alive.
Nothing.
I'm still
Nothing.
alive.
Ooh.
Someone died and someone survived, as predicted.
No, we both survived.
Yeah,
Did you?
no fails, no successes.
Big. Oh, but have they got a roll again though, or is that it? Are they
Oh,
no,
yeah,
we've
yeah,
got-
keep
keep doing it
rolling
until you survive or
until one-
die.
Yeah. Okay, so what are you three doing? You're gonna, where you can see these, like I say, you see this like this mobile, it's like a mobile black spot moving, moving from west to east across the south side of town.
So wait, you want us to go and check what that thing is? You want us to go where the big thumping is coming from?
I mean, how many beds did you have here? Because we could just call it a night and not worry about it.
I get the picnic
Most
sound.
of
Like, I'm
Francis
here.
past here, Erica. I think you might said we'd go and see what the gunshots were after the third shot, and conveniently, there's
that
been
was
a
so
cloud coming
1995.
in the. Oh,
Yeah, come on. Yeah, I mean, who
It's
believes
a
in
new
ghosts
year
anyway?
now.
Yeah.
Why don't we just leave this town? Like, you go on foot and try and get some hike. You just get out of this fucking cursed town. This town has just been fucking with me all the time.
I mean, but
To get
Erica,
out, we have to have a battery.
and
We can
Erica,
walk on foot. You just get out.
but Erica, last time you hacked the robot, why can't we hack this big fucking robot? You did it last time with the other robot, right?
Nancy, sometimes you have wisdom beyond your age. Now, I should
I mean,
listen to you more. So should other people.
It's because of my 5% Cherokee roots. Like,
Oh my
I'm kind of
gosh.
mystic.
You're right. Let me take out my neurocaster and see if I can detect any electronics nearby that I could hack into.
I showcased my one Native American tattoo to prove my 5%. It's like a dream catcher on my wrist. I'm like, see, Cherokee.
Okay, so is that what Erica's doing? Is Erica donning a neurocaster?
I will.
Oh, well, we need another safe word though, because you've got that bliss thing. Does that affect you in the Neuroverse?
So if the bliss equals or exceeds the level of hope, then you become trapped within the neuro
Okay.
state.
I'll
I mean,
hold
I'm
your
looking
hand.
pretty good right now, but safe word will be charcuterie.
Okay. And we will also make that to say it twice, just so we know you just don't want to eat.
Okay.
'Cause-
charcuterie.
Oh my gosh, wait. Good point from Ghost of Francis Past. That's a pretty long word. What if I can only get out like one
Yeah.
syllable?
Well, that's not our problem. You came up with the words.
Okay, so if you just hear shart,
Alright, calm
Chart.
know that
You've
that counts.
definitely been in this position before, Martin.
The safe
Oh,
word.
no.
This- The safe word is
You
always
made the word.
It's always Zamboni. That is always the safe word because it never comes
well,
up. in
now it's shart because I can't.
Charcuterie is too long, so it's been shortened to sharp.
Okay. It's like, you're so cool, Erica. You should shorten all words.
Okay.
Okay, plug her in or whatever, however it looks when you put your machine on.
Yeah. So well, you've got one. The ones that you've got, you can connect to the cable or you can connect wirelessly. So long as like there's a broadcasting neuro tower within range, you can connect to the network wirelessly.
Okay, I can try that.
Okay. So Erica dons her neurocaster. What are the what's Cade and Nancy doing?
I mean, Cade, what are your special skills? I'm the
Taking
smoker
drugs.
in the group.
Uh,
It's like, you're gonna take drugs and see things work out.
No, I'm just playing my guitar and just look nervously like while there's like this thumping in the distance. And
Yeah. So this is still going on. Boom.
I mean, maybe we should. I mean, one of us should definitely keep an eye on the robot, and then
yeah, I
I
can.
mean,
Fuck, fine. I look out the windows to see Nancy.
I mean, I'm wondering if I should go and investigate the shot just on the off chance our very smart friends got in some trouble.
Look,
But
I
how
don't-
how far's the robot from where we are? Like, could I run out of the building, or is it literally
So if you looking outside, it is this like whatever it is. This black spot is about here at the moment.
Let's have a look. But we can see it because I guess our building's tall, right?
Oh, it's down there.
All you can see is this black spot as the lights go out, and that area of town is just plunging to darkness. You can't see anything else.
You've just seen a black space.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
but-
I'm gonna say I'm just gonna run to the end of the street.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we
the
should
end of the
take me to Jimmy's, and then I'll just look around and wonder if I see a fucking bloodbath.
Okay. Okay. So, I think I think Jimmy and Francis, you need to roll another 4d6.
Jimmy can roll all he wants, that's fine. We can roll instead of Willie, that's fine.
Oh, right, sorry, yeah. Willie,
No.
Right, Francis, it was good knowing you, mate.
Everyone gets 2 names before
Four
they die.
twos.
nothing again.
God, am I
That's
going
a
to see
6.
Willie die?
Oh,
It's a
that's
6.
it.
I'm on 2 and 2.
That's 2 and 2.
We're
Okay.
both on 2 and 2, Chris. Well,
And I think I need another 4d6 as Nancy sort of creeps. Are you just walking down the street, or are you kind of creeping from garden to garden, or?
I'm one
no,
away
I-
from death here. This sucks.
I mean, I'm gonna run because I'm worried about the robots, so I'd be more like just going unless I can see like loads of guys with guns, I'm just gonna run to the end of the street.
Okay.
Right, I'm
What is Kate doing?
Like Nancy is leaving her house, and then we have Erica in the
Still alive.
Eurocastle alone. I guess I just sit by and make sure Erica does not get lost in there from the inside. So
Okay.
I just,
Okay.
No!
oh no!
Francis has passed.
Dad.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I
Okay.
thought you weren't fucking speaking to me.
I'm
Oh,
talking
no.
to you, Chris. Just you, Chris. I'm sorry that you passed.
Oofed. R.I.P. Francis.
I tried to
Fucking
go
if you you really fucking didn't. You fucking sat in the house and made pizzas and fucking talked about charcuterie boards.
Oh boy! No, I'm running with
No,
a slice
you
of
did everything
pizza! I'm running with a
You
slice
had
of
bullets
pizza!
fucking going past. You had bullets fucking wing past. This is a fucking knife.
It's the knife
Part
all
two.
over again, Chris.
Knife
it's the
part
knife.
fucking
it's the knife
3.
Part 2, aye.
Okay.
I'm not even talking to you, Erica. Fucking going off the fucking loony bin scape.
You're dead
While,
anyway.
while
You're
I'm
not
having a wee
talking
bit
to
of a
me.
death.
You're talking to St.
talking-
Peter at the pearly gate. In fact, no, there's no St. Peter. You're downstairs for your war crimes, mate.
I was gonna say, I don't think he's going up.
No,
okay?
he's downstairs for all the war crimes.
And attacking a priest. Yep.
Radio.
You punched a priest, aye. You literally punched a priest today. You're no getting to heaven, like.
So Nancy, you get down to the end of the street. You can hear this as you head down that way. This thud, this boom, boom, is getting louder. You're obviously getting closer. You can see this black spot. It kind of looks like it's about here. And from there you can also every so often between the gaps in the buildings you see what you don't know what it is, like lots of little lights, almost like fireflies, but it's too far away for it to be fireflies. But it's, yeah, you can see these small in this blackness. You can see these small points of light moving around. Just every so often, you get a glimpse of them between the gaps in the building, and then this boom, boom, and it starts moving over this way.
I guess at this point I'd see Francis and Willie.
Then you look round the corner and you see laying in the road. You see Francis and you see Jimmy. And Jimmy, you can make another
Willie.
roll.
I'm Willie.
Sorry, Willie. Yeah.
Hey, wish me luck, gang.
You like
see
it?
Life or
blood,
death.
there's blood, like you can see, like put a pool of blood across the road.
It's a 6 and a 1.
That's one of each.
It's a 6 and a
I
1.
need to roll again then.
Oh
Yeah.
my days.
If I've run out of this place and you're both dead, I'm not gonna be happy.
This is it, guys. This is it. I'm dead.
Oh no.
No.
Dead.
Thanks
Yeah.
for the fucking trauma I gave up a shot charcuterie and a pizza
This is a good
party.
point. So yeah, you get there and you find Jimmy and you find Willie and Francis both dead, lying in a pool of blood, dead from gunshot wounds. And you can make a wits roll, otherwise you will lose at least one hope, possibly more.
I don't like them. I put that on my sheet, so it's fine. Okay, a wits roll. Okay. Oh
Yeah. So if you fail this, you'll need to make.
Push it.
Oh, I
Don't know what-
did.
Oh,
You lose
no.
no.
2 hope.
Can I?
Two hope.
And I
You-
can't push it. Right?
Yeah, you've got.
You can
You
push it,
can,
you
and
can
you've got
push
no
it, you
ones. You
can.
should push it.
You got
You
no
should
one,
push it.
so there's
I mean-
there's no.
I mean, my hope's really high. That's my skill, so I'm happy to lose it. I've got
No,
five.
It's entirely
right?
up to you. You can push
Thing is,
it.
you're gonna lose a hope if you don't succeed. So you might as
well,
well push
I'll
it.
two.
The worst that can happen
lose
by
two.
pushing it is losing more than 1 hope.
Oh,
You're
well, I'll
gonna lose
push
2
it then.
because there's two dead friends on the floor, and you will lose 2 hope.
Friends.
If you
Bracket.
if you fail, you could push it and succeed, and you won't lose any hope.
Yeah. Well, you'll lose 1 for every success.
You got 1.
So you got 1
I got-
success. So you lose 1 hope.
So you're sad that I'm
Okay.
dead, but not Francis, basically.
We'll find out in a minute. Depends what I decide. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I run over and they're both dead. But I'm a loner. I kind of care, but I kind of don't. Is the truck with the lights on and the battery still there?
No, it's gone. And there are
Oh.
tire tracks, bloody tire tracks, leading off back down west down Main Street.
I'm gonna cry, but also try and loot the bodies of my dead friends because I know they've got guns and shit. I'm like, oh, Willie, I didn't love you at all, but you were probably a good kid, maybe. But I know he had a knife.
As she
right?
takes the cigarettes out of his pockets and lights.
Yeah, damn smokes. No, I get 2, and I put 1 in my mouth and 1 in yours and light it
Aww,
Oh, that's sweet.
in your mouth.
so
Yeah,
sweet.
and then say
yeah.
peace, and then say peace out, homie, because I know that's what you would enjoy. And
Oh,
look
I
up at
like
the
that. I'll
sky
give
for-
you can have a hope back to that, I think. You can have a hope.
Yay!
I like that. So yeah, you sit there with this, shove a cigarette into Willie's mouth, light it, and you sit there smoking the last cigarette with him.
I mean, very
Yeah.
quickly, like, because I know there's a fucking robot, and then I'll try and do Francis. I'm just gonna be like, just try and grab his gun because I'm like, he did fuck up the car, and I was. In
I've
a
just
coma.
took a gun as well. You find a gun on me. I've got a gun, a knife.
Oh, sweet! I'm just like, ping pong, ping ping, guy, look at me. Like, I'll gather up anything of value, but I'm constantly looking at the robot, and I'm gonna run as fast as I can. And also, that's what I'll do.
Okay. So Francis, both Francis and William have got a handgun.
Oh, just to be nice, does Francis have any dog tags or anything because he was in the army?
You would have.
I guess it probably would, yes.
I'll take something of Willie's and something of Francis to like bury. Like, so if I can grab his dog tags off Francis's. What does he have? Trainers. I don't know what he has in value. Like,
No,
He's dressed in his like his army fatigues, I think.
So my kid's like a little punk rock goth kid, so he'd have like a
Okay.
little leather spiked bracelet or something you could take.
Okay, I'll take your bracelet and his dog tags and the guns, obviously, so I can do it.
Yeah, so
burial, and then
he's kind of got like maybe Francis wearing maybe a pair of jeans, and he's got his old marine field jacket on, like one of them big army jackets. And in his pockets, in his hand, you probably find his handgun, and in his pockets you find a dictaphone.
Ooh, also, just to make it cool.
Oh no, no, I apologize. No, he smashed that. He smashed it.
The dictaphone smash.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put my fingers in both people's blood and make a cross on my head and go, it's showtime now, and run down the street with the guns. Not towards the robot,
Remind me not to get on Nancy's bad side.
no, look at me, motherfucker! I'm gonna go crazy now. I will do that.
If Cade wasn't having a bad trip, he's gonna be having one as soon as you
And I
walk through the
thought me and
door.
Chris were fucking insane.
No, I do that and run back up the street. I'll run back up the street.
Jeez.
Obviously, I'm crying because, 2 people have died that I vaguely know.
What the fuck happened, Nancy? Why are you crying?
I mean, good news is we have 2 guns and a knife. Bad news is, our 2 friends died. Definitely their fault because I did some detective work, and it definitely was their fault. But also, I think the guys from the garage have gone. There was like tire tracks in the blood, and we might be screwed about the battery. That's my opinion. I mean, that's my opinion. Did I see any of the dead mechanics? Because they
No.
killed. Oh, okay.
So Jimmy was killed, but yeah, there's no sign of any other bodies. Just Francis and Cade.
So I'll be like, anyway, how's the whole hacking of the robot thing going?
So, talking of which, yes, okay, you are in the Neuroscape, and it's kind of like almost like a wireframe representation of Littleville, almost like a Google Maps kind of thing, kind of so as if you're like in Street View, but it's almost like wireframe. The buildings are like filled in and stuff. You can see other connections, so you can connect to other things. Like you can connect to like global search engines and things, and you can see the connection, sense the connection to the Neuroscape in the church. But you can also see this golden light on the south side of town. It's like this shaft of golden light shining down from the sky.
And is that moving similar to how we saw?
Yes.
Am I able to establish a connection to it to try and shut it down, or?
Okay. Right. Give me a hacking roll.
And I have a hacker talent, so I will be using that. Is hacker roll? It's
So
under gear, right?
Yeah, you do it from your Neurocaster. If you go to your Neurocaster, there's it's the like cog symbol on your Neurocaster.
Ooh, nice.
Okay. Right. Let me, Okay. Right. So yeah, you're able to sense this thing. There's something here in the Neuroscape. It is something unnatural, a glitch, some kind of artificial intelligence. This, with 2 successes, I'll tell you, this is a. Let me get the right term, the right wording. This is. This is an intercerebral intelligence, a living AI, a living entity inside the Neuroscape. It's not like an AI that's been created by people. This is something that has evolved, a living thing that has evolved inside the Neuroscape. You've heard rumors of these kind of things. But not only that, for a brief moment, you get a glimpse that this intelligence not only has a presence in the Neuroscape, it has manifested in the physical world as well. And that is when you suddenly realize it notices you. And you need to make a wits check. Oh dear.
dear.
I'm not gonna push it.
Okay. Oop. Right. Okay. So you take two. You suddenly feel this it's almost like an electrical discharge in your brain. You feel this like sudden pressured explosion. Something like your vision is gone. It's just like this flash of light, and you take 2 points of damage.
Oh.
Physical damage.
Oh my days.
Cage, you see Erica suddenly, like her body suddenly going to, looks like she's having some kind of seizure, and you see blood begin to pour from her nose.
Oh fuck, Nancy! I think something has happened to Erica. I'm gonna rush over to Erica.
No, she has to say the word.
What word? What do you agree upon?
I think it was a food. So I'm sure if she says a food, we're fine. It's
Oh my
like
days.
Eric, I'll just scream Erica.
It was sharp. If she shits
Like,
herself,
Erica,
that's when you know.
No, I know what it is, but
When you
she
smell
didn't say
shit.
she's gonna believe it.
I'm just gonna shake Erica's shoulder. Wake the fuck up!
What are you doing, Erica?
Would any of that translate to me in the neuroscape?
So yeah, you're not oblivious to things that are going after you. It's kind of like it's kind of like you can feel it, but it's like something kind of somebody's calling you from a distance.
If I put some pineapple, cheese, and an olive on a stick, will it trigger her mind so she remembers charcuterie?
So you can still like I say you can focus. You can shift your focus from one thing to the next. So you're
Slap
not
her with a
trapped
slice of cold meat,
inside the
Martin.
neuroscape, so you can choose
Yes.
to focus your
Yeah, I'm
attention on the
shaking
real
her
world.
violently on the shoulder. Wake the fuck up!
Slap her with a slice of ham.
I will shift my awareness, and I will reach in my bra and pull out a computer disk and hand it over to Nancy. And I'll wrap your hand around it, and I'll tell you to make sure that it gets to Las Vegas okay. But there is somebody that was created in the neuroscape that is affecting our world. And I've got to do what I can. If I heard him, or if I heard you two talking about Francis and Willie, then I feel some sort of obligation to try and finish whatever they might have started. And I will shift back into the neuroscape and try and shut this thing down, kill it, however I can kind of sever its existence.
I'm just looking at Nancy and I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? What? AI? What? This?
I don't know.
What?
I think she's gonna like do some. Is the Matrix? No, the Matrix isn't out yet, right? Maybe the book's out. The book.
97. The Matrix might be out in 97. You know.
I can't remember. Maybe the comic book or the book.
99.
99.
90.
Nah, I thought it would be close. Like.
Oh.
I'm gonna ask Phil. Well, I'll talk to Kate. Like Cade, I think it's important she needs to do this, but maybe we can monitor her like health. Like, can we like monitor like her pulse and her breathing?
You can see yeah.
So if it's getting like really low, because she did tell me I could rip her out. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Ghost in the Shell is out.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, fine, Nancy, fine. Check her old arm holder, disarm.
Okay. Well, no, I'll say, Kate, keep a look out the window for the fucking massive robot, and I'll keep an eye on Erica's vitalities. Is that the right word? Vitals.
Vitals, yeah.
Vitals. Yeah. If I can't, do I need to roll for something to do that?
And see, this is the ghost of Francis past. Here's all of the.
I get the guns out and start shooting the ghosts. All the ghosts. I shoot all the ghosts.
What the fuck is going on?
There's a ghost in here that says it's Francis. No, but yeah, Phil, do I need to roll like empathy or something for the vitals or something?
Oh no. You can see like say it's
You can just hold her wrist for the pulse.
Yeah, like the pulse and the breathing.
There's
it's like
there's physical there's physical representations, like physical indications of how much damage it's doing, because it does.
She would start to shake and
physical
sweat
damage.
and things, right?
Yeah, it does physical damage, so it'll like, you know, you'll see that she'll start to bleed, she'll have fits, she'll have seizures and things.
No,
So,
but
yeah,
I'm wondering, like, because if I rip the machinery off her, I know I'll cause the damage, which could kill her as well, right? So
it can't. So that can't necessarily kill it. It will cause a mental. It will automatically.
Oh,
cause
that's
mental
fine.
trauma.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I thought it might kill her, right?
So ripping the neurocaster off someone, pulling them out of thing. The disconnect is so sudden and so much of a mental shock. They instantly lose all hope and they suffer a mental trauma.
Okay,
It's
one
the same
hand on up.
in every fiction that has this matrix / neuroscape / whatever, if you rip somebody out of it the wrong way, it's really bad. In every cyberpunk setting and everything.
I'm gonna put one hand like on her neck to do the pulse, and one hand on the Nurika so I can rip it out if she gets like.
Okay.
I think she's gonna die. That's what I'll do.
Okay, so I agree to Nancy's plan to go to the window, but first, okay, Nancy, if I'm gonna keep watch, give me one pistol just in case if that thing comes this way.
Okay, do you want Francis's pistol or Willie's pistol?
Give me the kid's gun.
Okay, I give you the time. I don't know what the difference between the guns is.
Yeah, they're both.
I was assuming Willie's is like tiny. I don't know. Okay, I'll give you.
Give him the Willy pistol.
I give you the Willy pistol. Yeah.
Okay, I have the Willy pistol. I'm gonna call it the Willy pistol. All right.
You know, it's the Willy pistol.
Okay. So Erica, you are inside the Neuroscape. You can see this. Are you? What you're doing? You can see this, like I said, this column of golden light, almost like a god shaft coming down from the clouds.
God shaft.
God shaft.
I know, I like it. I'm gonna try and sever that shaft.
So you're heading towards it then.
Yep.
Okay. So you head through the streets. I mean, you can describe how you travel. It's like I say, you construct things inside the Neuroscape with your mind. It's only sometimes it's confined by rules of the specific Neuroscape. So, for instance, like one that was styled after Wild West, then you could get vehicle. You could find vehicles will be a horse.
It's like garage mode.
Yeah.
So I just look down and my avatar has huge knockers and I begin to Baywatch run.
Big anime titties.
Are you a pre-waifu? Are you a pre-waifu?
Okay, so
anime
I'm
vision,
Anderson
baby.
it towards this golden shaft of light.
Running with the giant anime tits towards God shaft.
Oh my days.
With 1996 graphics. That's full Lara Croft, right? That's full
Yeah.
Lara Croft.
That's like
right?
Triangles.
And yeah, you go charging through the streets through this Neuroscape representation of Littleville, and as you round the corner, you see you see this light, and in this light you see the angel Gabriel, and it is surrounded by a multitude of lesser angels that drift around it, walking around the ground, or drifting around it in the air, and there are like silvery threads that run from their chests to the chest of the angel.
I will mumble, like somewhat shift my awareness back and mumble, "They've manifested that angel." And I will try and sever those ties between the angel and his little army of angels.
Okay, and Gabriel sees you, and with this bellowing voice, says, "Unbeliever, you shall perish!" And he draws this huge flaming sword that is bigger than you, and comes stomping towards you. And you can roll a d6 and add your wits on to see if you get to act first or not.
So not agility.
Nope, it's in the
Neuroscape.
Neuroscape.
Yeah.
So
So 9.
9, and I have got I've got 13. Okay, so yeah, the archangel, archangel Gabriel, like strides towards you and swings at you with this huge flaming sword.
Can I
Okay.
dodge?
You can dodge. I believe it is. Let me just double check. So if you go dodging, dodge is a reaction. When a target dodges, they forfeit. So you forfeit your next turn if you dodge.
Oh yeah, this is the system where if you dodge, you don't get to attack.
Yeah, you don't get to do
Yeah,
anything.
but that sword looks like it's gonna do some mighty fine damage if it hits.
yeah, don't get hit with that sword.
Can you not can you not alert other players to help you like in a game? I don't know how this thing works.
So it
And a
uses
flare.
wits. So it'll use interaction with the so on your Neuroscape, where's your character sheet? So on your Neuroscape, on your Neurocaster, you will do attacks and dodges, anything that's interacting with an avatar, which this is an avatar.
Is it that
something.
combat?
It is that fist thing. So yeah, it says avatar combat. So that you use that for everything.
So to
Whether it's
dodge, I'll
attacking
click
or-
that.
Yeah. So yeah, you're going to click the dodge. So you only have to click the dodge if the attack's successful, of course. So good luck.
Oh, can I just ask, does Cade have a Noro the machine to go in the Noroverse?
I only recast here. Yep.
I'm gonna like kick you and like fucking go in there and help her.
Martin, I also had one. There's one in my backpack.
I know, but I didn't take it. Plus, my character. She's a bit of a dick. Oh, she's supposed to be a loner, so I don't think I would help her. But I definitely kick Cade to do it. But like, fucking get in there.
Why should I get in there? I don't want to fight that fucking AI.
Ghost of Francis Past here for you, kid. I'm just saying, Nancy sent a couple of people into that neurospace on their own for the greater good. Don't know whether or not you want to do that. Alright, see you later. You were pretty cool, by the way.
Just Ghost.
That's just your ego talking. I'm like, Cade, just do it. I'll be here to drag you out as well. I think we owe it to her. Plus, like, I mean, I don't think we're getting that battery anytime soon otherwise.
Fuck, I will take a peek. That's what I will do. I will take a peek. What the fuck
Just
is
take
going
a peek, just
I-
at least, like, in case she needs...
I take one fucking peek. If it looks bad, I'm getting the fuck out of the Neurocaster. I'm putting on my...
I'm gonna hold it on your head and just make you watch it more.
Wrap it on with duct tape.
Yeah, I will.
Oh, I put on my
so-
Johnny Jolt theme Neurocast.
Okay. So Erica, so this the archangel Gabriel brings down this huge flaming sword. Unless you dodge out of the way, this sword is going to hit you.
Okay, question. This doesn't
Okay.
count as hacking, right? So I can't use my hacker talent.
No. Oh,
Okay.
let me have a look. Actually, let me just.
She's in the Neuroscape.
Let me just double check the.
I mean, I think it technically just applies for like the hacking ability.
+2 when using it. Yes, when it says to hack into a system. Yeah. So yeah, no, that doesn't count.
Hack into the sword and make it a balloon animal.
Guess who's pushing?
Ooh. Neurocaster failure.
Wait,
Bliss increased by 1.
Oh my
Can I
God.
still push with that?
You can still push, but it will increase. It will make more risk even more.
Gear
So gear damage. Hope loss is 4. Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no.
So your hope is now less than your bliss. So you are trapped in the Neuroscape.
Oh shit.
oh
For
my
fuck's
God.
sake! I'm gonna be the only one. I'm gonna be all alone, which my character wants. So.
And you fail to dodge out of the way, so you take 3 points of damage.
Wow.
Oh.
So I physically die in my big titty anime character.
Okay, so suddenly Erica just like convulses and coughs up blood. Like blood
rip
starts
it
pouring
up,
out of
well,
nose. She's got, like
I'll-
going to like
I'll-
having a fit and blood pouring out of her mouth. She goes, and then she just goes limp.
Do I see this
rip-
before I put on my Neurocaster?
So you put the Neurocaster on, and you can see You can see this like golden shaft of light in the distance, but you don't see Erica because she's moved from where you were physically in the Neuroscape. You're where you are at the moment, and she's over there, so you don't see what has happened.
I'll scream out at Cade and grab his hand and say, "Get out of there now!"
Okay. I feel like Tinkler's having it.
I'll be like, "We need to help Erica," and I'll rip the Neurocaster off her.
Okay, and we'll leave it there.
Ooh.
Oh.
Bill, you thought we could wrap up today?
That's
okay.
fucking 3 out of the 5 of us
I
dead.
can't see it.
Good work.
It's okay. The
3
two
out of
prettiest
5,
ones
eh?
in the group survived. and
Erica's
me-
not
me-
quite dead though, is she? She's not dead yet.
No,
She's
she's
got
not
to do
dead
the
yet,
roll.
and there is a
Okay.
No,
chance
but that
for
could
you
be
to and try
a
and save her.
vegetable.
Could be.
Fucking hell, Kate just goes over like, what the fuck, Nancy? Oh my face.
I'm so
Yeah,
glad.
but she's down to 0 hope.
So
Because the Neurocast was ripped off, which will, when she comes round, if she's alive, it will
Does
be resulting in mental trauma. She's also dying, so if she's saved from dying, she will also potentially suffer a physical trauma as well.
does that mean she does or doesn't get advancement? If she's still alive, she gets it, right?
Yeah. So technically, you can still advance. Yeah, still, I would say you still do the
Hell
advancement
yeah.
phase.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
think, yeah, she's
You still do the
just on
advancement
the
phase
edge.
because you don't, if you, that's So that's the end of that session for today. So I guess we can do the advancement for those that have survived. When the others can think about. I have some suggestions for like replacement characters potentially, but or you can come up with your own.
We'll talk about that after. Let's do the advancement and
Yeah.
then we'll get finished up.
Yes, let us do that indeed. Okay, so development. So who wants to go first? Let's see who's got first. So Therator, K.
Alright.
Draper, your
Okay.
dream or your flaw?
Probably the floor, because I've been trying to rush the others to let's just get out of here. Let's forget the office. Let's just get the fuck out of here. But he didn't get to leave, so I don't know if people agree with that.
Yeah.
Your flaw. You believe you are the center of the universe, even this small, shabby one that you inhabit.
Yeah, because I want to make it to Las Vegas for my performance to be rock star in there.
Well, yeah, you are all that's important.
Yeah.
Oh shit! There's a death roll button on the character sheet. I forgot about that.
Oh, is there?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh well, too late. We're fucking dead now.
Yeah.
Whoa, I can still use it.
Yeah, don't call her out.
Oh.
Okay.
Guys,
Okay. Right. So does everybody? I don't think anybody disagrees with that.
No,
So
I
then,
agree.
I did well. Yeah, I agree.
okay. So you can choose one of your ability scores, which represents something that you learnt in the game.
That I learned in the game. Let's see.
Yeah, it's learnt in the session. It doesn't have to be something that necessarily played out, but you just have to justify it. You learned something you learned.
Something.
The ability score that best represents something that you learned during this session.
I didn't do very much this session really, so I don't really know. So
You did. I think maybe empathy. So you kept my character calmer because you were so cool.
but my empathy is max. I'm already 6 on my empathy. you see.
All right.
Well, you
then
can choose.
then fuck you get nothing. That's it.
You can choose empathy if you want, but it just means obviously the skill doesn't go up, but instead you just automatically get to choose a new talent instead.
Okay, then I choose empathy. Then I just get.
But
the
you
talent.
always get something. You always get something.
Yeah,
So
I
you can choose a new talent, but the talent has to relate to something that you actually did.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I will look through the talents, and then they can do.
Okay, fair enough. And then next it is Erica.
Yeah.
Well,
Did
I
you-
kind of balanced the two. So my dream was to understand human nature. So I think I kind of sacrificed myself for the good of humans. And then my flaw was my work is all that matters. So my bra CD that I handed to Nancy to continue on my
Yeah.
purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's
100% agreed.
the right question, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so choose a ability score that best represents something that you have learnt during this session.
I'll choose strength because I'm not strong. And I've learned that going against Gabriel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's God's favourite angel. It's no really a fair fight for anybody, is it? You could probably kick Mike
Yeah, but that
Tyson's
was-
ass, to be fair.
Wah, wah.
But you,
Wah.
so you get to choose a talent which must represent something that you actually did during the session.
Big boobs. Choose the big boobs talent because you did do that.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Anime titties.
Animated talent.
Finally, Nancy.
Thank God Chris disagreed with me. So, I disagreed about them smashing all the equipment up, which I was so happy because then I could say, no, don't do that. And she was very interested in Erica's experience in the Noraverse, even though she doesn't approve. So she generally was trying to like write notes and try and incorporate into her American novel about the bliss.
100%.
And the fact that she might be dying is going to go really good in the book.
It's going to make a great chapter in the book,
It's
mate.
going to make a
Yeah.
great chapter in the book with everyone dying.
Yeah.
But she's going to make it a kind of 90s 50 Shades of Grey, I think. It's all going to be very everything's going to be highly sexualized. So, yeah.
And what ability score does is Nancy choosing that best represents something that she's learned during the session?
I guess probably empathy. I'd like to put it in agility because she did a push. I think she sensed that the guys were in trouble, so she's the one who ran out. So maybe agility because she was like. So I'm gonna say agility just to.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that. Yeah, that seems
So what do I have to roll?
Just
Try to
roll a
roll higher
d6
than
and you
that.
need to roll over your agility. If you do, then it'll improve your agility by 1.
Okay.
So question real
so-
quick.
I got the same, so I don't think it increases, right? It just
So you
stays-
choose a talent.
Pick
The
a
talent must represent something that you actually did.
Where's the talent list? Is that in the main room? I'll
Yeah,
have a
it's
look.
pinned.
Okay, I'll look
For
at
the
that.
gamer talent, it says you get +2 dice when using a neurocaster to interact with other avatars in a neuroscape. Does combat count as just an interaction?
I would say that's
That's interaction with an avatar. Yeah.
Okay, then I'll take that one.
so what you just did. You would have had a +2 with that talent. Yeah.
Yeah, just in case I decide to go back in as a vegetable.
That would include on a dodge. That would include talking to him. That would include anything.
Any kind of
yeah.
interaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have
Okay.
taken that one first.
I think I found
it's a
the
good
talent that could maybe work for me from this session, which is like Nancy said she was calmed by my presence when she was panicking, so she was charmer if I can do that.
Charmer.
So she liked she likes me. She thinks I'm
Makes
cool.
sense.
Cool.
Then I take charm.
Yeah, excellent. All good. Right. So yeah, that I guess that marks the end of this week's session then.
It's the end of this week's session, the end of William and Francis, and a cliffhanger what might be the end of Erica. We'll find out in 2 weeks. So thank you very much for the session, Phil, you bastard. Thank you very much for playing Chris, Therator, Martin and Brew, and thanks for streaming us to your Twitch channels, Phil and Chris. To everybody on Twitch, thank you very much for watching. We appreciate you, and we love you, especially you, Goofin. And to everyone catching up on YouTube later on the RxOliver channel. Thank you very much for watching. We are RxOliver and the gang. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.